I don't know what that was. I tried something new. Hello. Okay. I'm all set up. I just need to put the signs. Okay. How is everybody doing? Hey Draculum, how are you? Linda is here, Draculum is here. Lots of cool people. Of course, Martin is here. I am wearing my Elwood's shirt. Yeah. We're gonna do today, we're gonna have some conversations. Let's see where it goes. I'm here next to the canal. There's not a lot of people. I do have cards now. The cards came. They're not the new ones, so I'm gonna have to make some new ones. Linda, nice to see you. Kimmy Cat is here. Sloth is here. Magnus is here. A lot of awesome people. DJ Ara is here. Nice. Happy to have a lot of awesome people in here. The weather's pretty damn good. Like there's almost no wind at all, which is very rare for Amsterdam. It's maybe like 18 degrees outside. You want to try a social experiment? You want to have a conversation with me? Autumn is coming. So, you can see leaves falling. The colors are turning nice. It's a nice. Orbital Graphic, hello, nice to see you. I've just came from an hour of discussing free will and determinism. Still inconclusive. What's good, Chip? It's so awkward to ask, says Linda. What's awkward to ask, Linda? Oh, the question? Nah. Sorry for the puke emoji, didn't mean to. It was all supposed to be hearts for you all. Hey, Bo Animo. That's fine. Admit it. We make you sick. Suraj Chip the legend. I'm real, I'm not a legend. You see, I'm real. Wouldn't legend imply that it's not real? I don't know. It's not enough people on the street. Like, there's barely any people today here. I might need to move. I never thought that this place won't have enough people, because usually there's a lot of people here. But you know what? We'll give it, let's say, 10 minutes. And then we'll move maybe to the museum back. I don't know. If strangers want to have conversations, Linda, yeah, I know. It's always a little bit awkward to ask, but I'm no longer that embarrassed. Embarrassment is just something we create. Hey, you want to have a conversation with me? See, it's as easy as that. You want to have a conversation with me? The only annoying part is that it becomes annoying to ask repeatedly. So, because otherwise I would ask repeatedly, when most people don't. You know. Also, people kind of behave like, you know, like pack mentality, where they see others say no, then they say no. Kind of like, oh, if this person says no, I'll say no also. Not actually making decisions. Oh, we'll see, you know. If not, worst case scenario, we go around Amsterdam and find a place to sit where maybe there's more people.
I am doing a social.
Hey, Black Mirror. You guys want to have a conversation with me? It's always the kids. I can tell you if you have a conversation with me.
What's it about?
Animals.
Sorry?
Animals.
Ja, die gaat later houden.
What's your name?
Hello everyone.
You're gonna have to be off camera because you're minor, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
What's your name?
My name is Reese.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Vraag
Reese.
even wat de dames
Nice to meet you.
Vraag wat de dames.
So, you're from here, I guess.
Yeah, I'm from a town a bit further away, but yeah. From
How do you feel
Netherlands.
about animals?
I think they can coexist with humans, even though we're a bit dominant. I don't know.
Do you
But,
think
like-
we as humans should have the right to treat them like objects?
It's a bit of a mixed bag. Like, yeah, I shouldn't think they should like put them in really bad positions and like maybe hurt them a lot. But like still, other animals don't treat other animals with full respect too.
Should we hurt animals?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
Do you think that when we buy animal products for food, for clothing, do you think we're hurting them?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Do you think killing them is hurting them?
Depends on the method, but
Depends on the method.
maybe it's a bit like they're just made or birthed to be turned into products. That's like a dilemma, I think.
And is that the right thing to do? To bring animals into existence, to make them into products?
No, maybe it's a bit. It has a bit gone a bit too far, in my opinion. But I do think some of it can exist. But
Yeah. So I'm actually
it is too far.
you see, I'm an organic dog meat farmer. I bring dogs into existence for the purpose of killing and eating them. Is that okay?
Look, most people would say no, but if you really think about it, yes, because what's the difference between a dog and a cow?
Exactly. And I have friends who are now switching to farming humans. Because what's the difference between dogs and humans, right? Like if you take it to that point.
Yeah, that's like a moral question, but I would say because it's more of our own kind, that makes it a bit, like, yeah, dark area. I personally wouldn't eat other humans.
Why not?
Just feels wrong.
Why does it feel wrong?
It's your own kind. It's people you can have a bond with, have a nice talk to, just.
Oh, these are people who you cannot have a bond with or talk with. They're intellectually challenged. They can't speak very well. So
That's a hard
Hij is
question.
wel voorbereid met zeg maar gewoon arguments.
Wordt Ries gekookt, ja of nee?
Ja, ik denk het wel.
Gewoon Ries, ga je redden?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Niet eens.
like necessarily kill them, but it's like,
well, you gotta eat meat. What do you mean?
yeah,
Kill them,
Ik
right?
wil niet op camera
Ik
staan.
sta nog niet op camera.
Do you have to eat
Ik
meat?
kom wel in hem.
Ja, weet ik, maar als
not
ik...
really.
No.
Nee, ik
En
sta
dan
niet
is-
op
So if it came to eating meat from humans or not eating meat at all, what would you choose?
Oh,
Ga dan praten.
Not eating good at all.
So why is it that you don't grant the same respect to animals?
Zeg alsjeblieft. Dan kan ik ook achterkomen.
I think it's just how I've been raised. Like,
Yeah.
it's so normalized to eat animals and just animal products in general.
Ga dan leven.
But do you think you should do it this way? I understand that's what you do, but do you think that that's the right thing to do?
ik snap wel wat hij aan het zeggen is.
I think maybe it's necessary, but it's just really hard to change. I mean, I think if I really put my mind to it, I can, but I'm a bit too lazy for that.
You're a bit too lazy for it.
Yeah, maybe.
But if you found out that all the meat in the supermarket is now human meat, would you still continue to be lazy?
Nee, maar het gaat om de morele kant.
Maar als je kijkt naar het dierenrijk, dan vaak mensen
Maybe.
die eten
I
Maybe.
couldn't really.
So you would eat humans. You would pay for humans to be killed then, so that you can eat them because you're lazy.
Yeah, it's like the same with. Maybe it's a really
sowieso het sociale verschil.
off-topic example, but like
mens of een dier.
if you see like
Maar dan zeg
in
je
a
maar
war,
dat
this many people have been killed.
mensen met een sociale
For me, it's really hard to imagine with a number that is an actual human life.
Yeah, but you're talking about affective empathy. Do you know the difference between affective empathy and cognitive empathy?
Vaak minder, minder.
I don't know.
So affective empathy is when you feel something, right? Like when you see a dog hurt, you're like, oh, you feel bad for them. And cognitive empathy is when you use your intellect to understand cognitively that they are hurt, right? You use your intellect to understand that it's wrong even if the humans are being killed in the war, right? Like if you were in a position where somebody would be wanting to kill you, would that be okay? Would that be fair towards you?
No.
No. So why would it be fair if we do it to animals then?
I would say most people, and maybe even I, kind of do, see them as inferior beings, as we are the ones who have like.
But if we find
brain capacity.
inferior humans, as we said, who have the same cognitive abilities of an animal, you wouldn't be okay with exploiting and killing them.
Yeah, that's a really hard question.
Yeah. Because it's nothing more than just what you've been taught, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no logical reason behind it, is there?
Maybe there is.
Maybe there is.
No, I mean maybe there isn't.
Yeah. So if there isn't any logical argument to it, do you think you should continue doing this? That if you were in that position, you would know that it's wrong if somebody did it to you?
Yeah, maybe because I wouldn't want it to happen to me, of course,
Yeah.
or any of my relatives or close ones.
Yeah, exactly. So then why not extend that to all animals?
Maybe that's.
Because they also feel, they have emotions, they have things, they think, they communicate with each other, they have families also, they have friends. So.
But like, what if it's like a shrimp? Because, or
They also feel, yeah.
a clam. I think it's like those black little things with.
I don't know if they feel or not. They have the science isn't out whether they're sentient or not. But I would still err on the side of caution, saying they might be sentient, therefore I wouldn't kill them.
But what if it is like an animal, but it's unsentient? What would you feel about that? Because if they're
Like a
unsentient-
plant, you mean?
Yeah, maybe, or just.
I have no problem killing plants and eating them.
But like, what if it is an animal, but it's unsentient? What about that?
If you can prove that they're not sentient, sure. Right, because sentience is what matters. Do you know what sentience is?
Yeah, conscious of self-being.
Yeah, exactly. So it's essentially what matters to all of us, right? Because if you think about it, when a human being loses their sentience or their consciousness,
They're not the human.
they're not. Yeah, we dehumanize them, right? We're like, well, they're not themselves anymore. They're not there anymore. So if that's all that matters to us, shouldn't that be all that matters to them also?
Hij heeft 170 kijkers.
Joh,
Can you
jij
repeat?
wordt gekookt.
Can you repeat that
en
question?
van ogen zien.
Sure. If that's all that matters to us, shouldn't that be all that matters to them also?
Yeah, maybe yeah.
Are you open to changing your mind?
Yes, but I don't think it would be like in once in like a day's time. I think it would take a longer time for me to fully change and actually also realize what products are made by animals, so much are not.
I think you can realize that instantly what products are made of animals and which not.
Yeah, it's just maybe my ignorance towards it.
Well, if I ask you, are eggs made by animals?
Yes.
Is cheese made by animals?
Ben je al geflankt genoeg?
You already know. I'm guessing you already know that flesh is made out of animals. It's made from animals.
Yeah, I wouldn't say an egg is like
Ja, I guess
maybe they're held captive, of course, chickens. But if you get
Egg and fertilizer.
like that, if you give chickens like free range to do stuff, and like you just need a normal
Which chickens lay eggs?
We gaan geen tijd
female
meer
chickens,
Yeah. What happens to the males?
they mostly get killed, which I
Yeah.
think is a bit weird.
Hij wordt
Yeah,
nu gekocht.
because they don't produce eggs. Because there's different breeds. The breeds of the chickens that we grow for meat are not the same breeds that we grow for eggs. So the ones that we grow for eggs, they don't grow fast enough to grow them for chickens. So we just kill them from their first day of life.
Gooit je die red herring en dan probeer je...
Same. But I'll give you a card, okay? So
Thank you.
can you just watch the Minion? Can you promise me you'll watch the Minion?
Sure.
That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.
Er ging iemand daar.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, sir.
Cheers, guys.
Monsieur, spreekt eigenlijk Nederlands?
You have also my YouTube there. I don't speak English. I don't speak Dutch very well. Why? But I understand more than it. Why?
Als je staat, why would you do it in Engels? In English if you can just speak Dutch.
Oh, because a lot of audience is in English. Yeah.
Most of the audience here is English.
Romania originally.
Oh, but sir, what's your main point?
My main point is that we don't need to use animals, so let's not use them. Because let's just treat all animals how we treat dogs, essentially.
What do you mean
You wouldn't
by-
kill a dog for an optional product. Don't kill another animal for an optional product.
Why shouldn't we use why shouldn't we use animals?
Because for the same reason you yourself wouldn't want to be used. Why shouldn't I
Yeah,
use
but
you if I
look,
had power over you?
Species like in nature too. The lions are gonna kill their prey just to eat. It's just the one who has more power is the winner.
Lions also commit infanticide and rape. Do you think you should do that also because lions do it?
Yeah, but they don't have social constructs.
Okay, so if you have social constructs, why don't you follow your own social constructs?
I'm following
Would
my
you would you exploit and kill dogs for optional products?
Yeah, but like what's the difference between using a dog and using a
Okay,
cow?
that's what your friend said also. So if I go then further to humans, would you exploit and kill humans for optional
But
products?
humans, like we have already construct like social constructs that we
What
have
if it's a human who
already seen.
is not part of our society, does not understand any form of
That's
social
not the
construct?
point. What I'm saying is that we view humans as fellow species. Like we have already built in our minds that we are not gonna eat another human, and that he has more rights than a dog.
It doesn't. This is just something you were taught.
Yeah,
Because
that-
if you
but-
think
but
about it,
nothing-
200 years ago, certain humans were being exploited and killed for us. People
Yeah.
of a different race were being used that way,
Yeah,
and we
but now-
justified it in the same way you justify
Yeah, but
using animals by saying I wouldn't do it to my own race. I will do it to somebody else. Like you just pick a random group. You said species. You picked a random group, and you said everybody who's in this group deserves moral consideration. Everybody outside of this group doesn't. Can you explain to me why logically that makes
Yeah,
sense?
so we have already built like that construct, and it's subjective. There's no moral objectivity. You can't even prove that killing another human.
Yeah, but
is,
subjectively, if you're saying that it is subjective, that you pick a random group and
Yeah.
you stick by it, and that's your moral, the way you define morality, then you should have no problem with somebody who defines morality by picking a certain group and sticking to it, hence race, by saying he's a racist. If somebody, you should have no problem with racists because they do the same thing you do.
Yeah,
Pick a
but-
certain group and say they deserve moral consideration.
I understand what you're trying
Sorry, no moral
to say, but like, society will not accept that because
But if society did, you would be okay with racists.
yeah, because we actually follow society.
So if society, if racism was prevalent in society, you would be okay with racism.
Like if you were born in the 1500s, you wouldn't have the same clarity and education that you had now to know that racism is wrong. So
If racism isn't wrong because somebody told you it's wrong, racism is wrong. Why is racism wrong? Yeah.
why is racism wrong? Because tell me.
Because on the other side, there's an individual who would feel the repercussions of you being oppressive towards them.
Yeah, but then you could ask the question, why is that wrong? Like
Because there's another individual who would feel the oppression.
Yeah, but why is that wrong? Like you could still ask why that
Because
wrong.
you yourself wouldn't want to be in that position.
Yeah, but that's just like your own.
Subjective experience, yeah.
No. What I'm trying to say is that everyone lives for themselves, and the reason we think that's wrong, why we don't hurt others, is that so we don't get hurt ourselves.
So why don't you extend that to animals?
Because I'm not getting hurt if we hurt animals.
Yeah, but let's put it this way. If there were human beings that you know for a fact couldn't hurt you, that you know for a fact they wouldn't be able to hurt you, would you be okay with hurting them?
No, because then I'll feel
You see?
guilty about myself.
Yeah, but that's the
But
whole
I don't
thing
feel
about
guilty
it.
about
What
it.
I'm trying to tell you is what your friend says the same thing. There's a difference between affective empathy and cognitive empathy. You don't have to wait for emotions to tell you how you feel, because you don't feel anything about any of these humans over here, right?
Yeah.
And if you could press a button, you go home, you don't see any of these people anymore. If you could press a button and kill one of these people, would you press that button?
No, because I'll feel bad about myself.
But you see, you would feel bad because cognitively you know that this individual suffers, that they have an emotional, that they have an experience of the world, just like you do. And the
Yeah.
animals have the same experience of the world, just like you do. Why would you choose to kill them when you don't need to? Because that's the whole point
Because
about it.
I haven't been taught. I haven't been when I grew up. I wasn't taught that.
Yeah.
It's just that you develop this empathy, and maybe that empathy.
true, you
I'm
develop
not a
empathy.
doctor or anything. I don't know that much about biology, but maybe. I think maybe the empathy that we have for other humans is biologically built in.
It's
and
not.
Then,
Hence why we had racism. That's why it's not. We had racism. There was no empathy there. We had black people in Berlin. We had black people put in cages, and we had zoos for black people. There was no empathy there. There's no empathy is taught. You are taught to have empathy towards
empathy-
other humans because somebody told you it's wrong to kill humans. But
you
why is
can-
it wrong to harm
You could
humans?
still actually go over your biology. It's just what inclines you to a certain perspective.
There's no biological right or wrong. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's right or wrong is just
I'm saying-
concepts we created, and we say something is right or something is wrong based on the rules that we created. And
Yeah.
you were taught one rule, but the rule that you were taught is not logical. It's wrong to harm humans. It's not a logical rule. It's just a rule that it so happens to work for us as a society.
Yeah, it's just
But it would
so
only-
because it's practical. Yeah.
Yeah, it's practical, exactly. But it's, by the way, it is no longer practical, and
you're not
it's
in
no
camera,
longer
I'll
helping our society, because when we exploit and kill animals, we're not only harming the animals, we are also harming our society in the process.
How are we harming our society?
Well, talk about, let's take it one by one. Slaughterhouse workers have PTSD, all of them. They suffer from the worst cases of psychosis.
Yeah.
Number two, we exploiting and killing animals for an optional product consumes way more land, way more water, way more eutrophication. So we're destroying our planet by doing so.
Yeah,
We're
then
destroying
you
our
could-
bodies because it's also, we have certain evidence that over a certain threshold of eating animal products per day, your body is no longer responding
then-
nicely to you.
but then
So
if-
nobody wins in this situation.
Als het
But
nergens naartoe
then-
gaat, kun je gewoon weggaan. hè.
Huh?
Als het nergens naartoe gaat.
Yeah, but if we are gonna take it from a utilitarian perspective to see that it's practical,
Yeah.
then I think those downsides, if they are true, I'm not sure if they're true or not.
They are. You can look it up. It's not my.
Yeah.
It's, I'm not
Yeah.
telling you. This isn't my opinion. This is established science.
But I think we should then look to what's more harmful. If it brings more benefit than harm, then
It doesn't.
Yeah, if you say so, but I'm not sure. I haven't done my research, and if I haven't done my research, then
Do you
I'm
think
not-
you have a responsibility then to do your research so that every choice you're making, you're not causing more harm than benefit?
Not really, no.
Not really. So right now you're just choosing to be selectively ignorant about it, right? Because I bring to you that something you're doing could potentially be wrong, including according to your own morals, and you're saying I don't have a
Which morals?
responsibility to act morally according to my own values.
Which morals?
Well, you said, utilitarian speaking, that we should do what's best for
Yeah,
us.
I think that's what's better for society.
Yeah, but do you think that when you choose an animal product, are you choosing what's best for us?
but
You're
it's
not.
better for
And that's what I'm
society.
trying to explain to you, that you're not. So instead of you, so I'm not asking you right now to make a decision saying, okay, I'll choose this or that. But you should know that if you say that every decision you make should be best for the society,
What I'm
then
saying is-
the decision, then you should, and I bring to you that your decision that you're making is arguably way worse for society, then you have a responsibility to at least look into it.
listen, the comparison you're making now is as if I'm saying, if I were to say that by you having extra money that you wouldn't need, and you don't donate all of it to some people in need.
No,
then
it's not
you're-
at all, because what I'm saying is not this. What I'm saying is that if you have extra money and you're deciding, when you're deciding to use this money, you're deciding to oppress a human with that money instead of not oppressing a human. That's what I'm saying, because I'm not asking you to act on it. I'm not asking you to do anything different other. I'm asking you to make different choices. I'm not asking you to make extra choices. I'm just saying when you eat, when you drink that milk, a baby cow was killed because of it. You know, so I'm just telling you, how about you make the choice that doesn't kill a baby cow and you can still drink milk, like plant-based milk.
But
It's
but
as
the
easy as
thing is,
that.
I don't feel the empathy for it.
It doesn't matter whether you feel the empathy or not. What matters is what kind of logical person are you? Because you may not feel
Because-
empathy for other individuals. Like if somebody you hate is being hurt, you may feel this great feeling within you, like, oh, revenge, it feels good.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that it is right that that person gets hurt, right?
You can't say something is right or wrong objectively. So.
You can't say something is right or wrong based on your emotions towards it, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so I'm not like.
But
But- but
that's
you're
what you're
not-
saying is because I don't feel empathy towards them, then I can do whatever I want to them. But that's not the world you want to live in, because if somebody would not feel empathy towards you, I'm sure you would still find it wrong if they want to cut your leg or do whatever they want to you, right?
What did she say, sir?
So you said it's okay to do it to them because you don't have empathy towards them.
I'm not saying it's okay.
So it's not okay what we do to them.
Maybe.
Basta
Could
yun
be.
eh. Sa hindi umadi je weet
But a question I want to ask you is, do you think
Oh, you can do that.
do you think we should prevent
Think about
lions from killing another animals?
I think we should prevent individuals who have choices from making the wrong choice. Does a lion have a choice?
But from a utilitarian perspective, then
Does a lion have a choice?
no, but he will die.
No. So do you think that people who have choices should make the right choice instead of the wrong one?
Like, we are biologically carnivores. We can.
We're
eat
not.
meat.
We're omnivores. We
Yeah,
can eat
omnivores, yeah,
both.
both, yeah.
And we can be healthy on a plant-based diet. So
But
why would
what-
we
what
choose
if
to kill an innocent animal?
But that's way harder.
It's
That's
not. It's actually just as easy and it's cheaper. We have evidence for it.
But sir, did you know that in a vegetarian diet you literally need vitamins to
What vitamins do you need? I'm actually a
Wait,
nutritionist, so tell me.
I don't know the specific term for it. But do you then also think that animals have the same right as you? That you literally have the same rights if we cannot?
First of all, I don't think animals have the same rights. I don't think you have the same rights as me. I don't think I don't think rights are equal to all of us in our society, sadly. What I'm asking is not how the world is, but how the world should be. And I think animals should have at least the basic right to decide for their own body, not be essentially treated like an object where if I say I bring them into existence, then I think that their body belongs to me. Therefore, it doesn't matter what the animal wants. I will cut their leg, cut their throat, drain their blood, cut them into pieces, all because I want to or because I feel I get some benefit from it. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think I want to live in a world where me thinking that somebody is inferior means that I get to do whatever I want to them, because I could be inferior to anybody else also, easily.
Can I get another question?
Oh,
Because
nee.
one of our
Waar is Gijs?
one of our economics teacher was actually out of the year for like a whole year.
Yeah.
Because she went vegan, but she had like I think it was an iron shortage or maybe something else.
Yeah.
What if that complicates going vegan? Like stuff like just
Consult a nutritionist.
yeah, but are there like some maybe things you need to eat meat for
No,
to take in? Oh, okay.
there's nothing. You
Okay.
can get everything from a plant-based diet.
That's my question.
No. The only vitamin that is not provided in plants is B12, but animals also don't make B12. B12 comes from cobalamin is a vitamin that comes from a bacteria on archaea that's on the ground, and before humans used to get it by eating fruit that wasn't washed, by walking barefoot or stuff like that. But because of our sanitization methods, we don't longer get that bacteria. So nowadays they supplement animals with this bacteria. We supplement it also. So essentially, you're always just getting a supplement when it comes to B12.
Dat is een voicemail.
Okay, thank you for having this conversation with me, guys. Let's be fair, okay? Be a fair person. Don't be an asshole to animals. It's not nice. Just saying, don't be an asshole, man.
Dit
To
is echt
animals.
geen loophole houden, want dat nooit ja moeten zeggen. En we hadden nooit de account ook gevonden. Echt, hoe heet die?
Eating dirt gave you B12, lol, that's true. Well, B12 was coming from a bacteria or an archaea that was on the ground, so that's what it was. Certain bugs produce B12 or they have a mechanism that bypasses that, but we ourselves don't. So yeah. Hello everyone. How's everybody doing there?
Hey.
Hey.
Want to have a conversation?
Yeah, are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yes, of course.
What's your name?
I'm Lucas.
How old are you, Lucas?
I'm 19.
Okay, you're old enough. You wanna come here so that you're in view? Hi, Lucas. I'm Chip. So I'm an animal rights activist, Lucas. I fight for the rights of animals.
Yes.
Do you think animals should have rights?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Do you think that, like, what rights would you say on the top of the head that they should have?
The animals have?
That they should have, not that they have.
They should have the right to just live like we live in our city.
Yeah. Do you think they should have the right to, for their interests not be violated unless it's absolutely necessary?
Sorry again?
Do you think they should have the right for their interests to not be violated unless it's absolutely necessary? Like, take for instance, if you want to do something, you should be allowed to do it unless. So if you have an interest, everybody else should respect what you want and your interest, unless of course it clashes with somebody else or something like that. But otherwise, we should all respect your interests and not force you into doing something else. Do you think?
Yeah, so you mean like people who eat meat? That's right.
I mean all situations, not just people who eat meat. I don't necessarily think it's about because eating meat is you picking up a product and putting it in your mouth.
Yes.
I'm talking about what happens to animals, right? Them being brought into existence to be killed, to be treated like an object, and yes, all of it to produce this product that you buy and put to your mouth hole. But we don't need this product.
We don't need it because we can use other things to
Yeah.
get the same things. But I think it is something. My English is not very good.
You're doing great.
2,000 years back, we ate meat too. But that doesn't mean that we should do it now. But
There you go.
it's the same thing if animals will kill us for our meat, and that wouldn't be nice for me.
Well, it's not the same thing because there is such a thing as choice, right?
Yeah.
Because if you have no choice, you might, and your life depended on it, you might resort to killing a human and eating them, or kill an animal.
But
right?
what do you think about animals who had a good life and then get eaten?
Then they get killed.
Yeah.
Have you had a good life?
Yeah, but short.
Would it be okay for me to kill you now?
No.
Would it be okay for me to kill you at 80 years old?
I don't know.
At every point in your life, you want to live more.
Yes, true.
And if you don't want to live more, if there's consent in the matter, I have no problem with consent. It's just that animals cannot consent to it, right?
And there's a discussion about if animals live in instinct or they have a soul too.
Well, they have a prefrontal cortex,
Yes.
so they make choices.
All of them?
Well, mammals for sure. I think chickens also. I'm not sure, but mammals for sure.
Yeah. So there's a discussion about how small the animal is and if they live in how do you say instinct or they think too. But what do you think about that?
I don't think it matters because so choices matter when it comes to deciding whether a choice is right or wrong. But otherwise, choices don't matter to your experience, right? Like, take for instance, if you're in a train and you're just going through the mountains, you have no choice of how in which direction the train goes. You're just going and you're experiencing it. You might see some beautiful mountains. You might be like, oh my God, that's amazing. You might feel scared when you're passing over a bridge because, oh my God, there's just so much rain, right? So you just get an experience without actually making choices from it, right?
Yes.
So all of these animals do have a capability of an experience of the world. So it's the experience that matters more than anything. It's not the choice. And the problem with removing that experience from somebody is that you're causing an injustice to them because maybe they want to continue having that experience. If there's no other way, if there's an accident, if the train hits or something and you die, it's not the same as if somebody comes and shoots you in the head. You see, if the train has an accident, it is what it is. You can't control it. If a boulder comes and and squishes you, there's nothing to it. But if somebody makes inherently the choice to kill you, although the outcome is the same where your experience no longer exists, one is right and one is wrong. So you see what I mean?
Yeah, I like this metaphor.
Yeah.
It's a good metaphor.
Yeah, thank you. So how do you feel like, because all of these animals definitely experience the world, whether they make conscious choices like we do, well, I know some of them for sure do. I can't good science say that all of them do, but I know that most of them do. We know that most of them have feelings, have emotions, have an experience of the world. They have families, they have friends. So if they have all this, aren't everything that I just said now all the things that matter to us more than anything in life?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so if that's what matters everything to us, and we can cognitively say that that's what it is, shouldn't we cognitively also be able to assess that that's also what matters to them?
Yeah. Why do you think people normalize animals as kind of objects or something, or see them as?
I think if most people would see what animals go through, and if they would see it consistently, I think most people wouldn't participate in it. And if especially given a choice, they would choose not to. And nowadays we do have that choice. That's the problem. But the other problem nowadays is that everything that happens to animals is kept behind closed doors. It's hidden, and it's made like that intentionally, because there's an interest in these companies, large companies, to get you to buy these products because they want to make money out of you.
Yes.
And so they make legislation that we activists like myself cannot film inside those places. They make legislation so that you cannot rescue these animals. They make all these legislations so that essentially all you have to do is say, let them do what they want to do, and you just have to give them money. And they constantly make studies trying to say, do we need animal products? And all those studies eventually end up showing that we don't. So that's the reason why we're in this situation.
But
I
we
don't
need
think it's
some of
necessarily people's fault. It's more like society. But to some extent, once you realize what you're doing, once you realize that the choices that you're making, you're still responsible for your choices, right? Like if you're walking around and without even knowing you're causing harm, I don't think you're responsible for it. But the minute that you're knowing that you're causing harm and you know you have an alternative, that's when you become responsible for it.
Yeah, but I think a problem is that we do so many harms. Even our phone is a harm to people. So
Yeah.
eventually you need to choose which one to accept, not just accept, but maybe work on later, and which one to work on now. Because if you work on all of them, it will be a problem too. You can't live, or you can live, but you're depressed or something, I think.
But it's put it this way, because when it comes to the phone, if you were faced with, when you buy the phone,
Yeah.
you have a choice. Two phones that are fairly similar, right? They give you all that you want, but one exploits and kills human and one doesn't. Which one would you choose?
The one who doesn't.
Exactly.
But the same time,
But it's the same with food, right?
all of the things who are a better option for the climate or for people who are working to make the phones, it's all double the price. It's all
but
expensive.
what I'm asking here is, when you have a choice, a real choice, right? It doesn't necessarily mean, because maybe that one phone is a little bit more expensive, but maybe the cables are a little bit cheaper, you know. So like maybe overall you still end up kind of in the same price. And if your problem is price, I can give you resources for that. And we also have evidence showing that it's cheaper to be on a plant-based diet. But the thing about also another big difference is that when you're making that phone, when I made that phone comparison, it's a lot more difficult, given the supply chain of a phone and the complexity of a phone, to know which one would be more ethical than another, right? Because one phone may say, well, we don't use rare earth materials, we recycle them, and another phone may use slavery of humans.
Yes.
And one phone may use rare earth materials which also use children, but they may not use slavery of children, right? So then you're like, oh, I don't know which one is better, right? So it's a little bit more complex with certain items. But when it comes to food, it's not complex at all, because we know for a fact that if it's an animal product, an animal was exploited and killed, and if it's not, it's a plant-based product. And I'm not here to rank which plant-based product is better for the environment. I'm sure there is a ranking out there, and there's some. I think chocolate is pretty bad for the environment,
Yeah.
but I'm not sitting here telling you to not do that or to not eat chocolate, because I'm not here for the environment. I'm here for their rights, for the animals' rights. I'm just saying, when you buy an animal product, you violate their rights, and you can always choose not to buy an animal product.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So how do you feel about this?
Yeah. How do I say? I agree with you,
Yeah.
100%. But I really think there are with the phone and something, there are so much things who are not okay in this world, and eventually you need to choose what to do now and what to do later and what to do not, to be the perfect version of from yourself and for the world too. And you need to live too. That's a thing.
But this is an appeal to futility. It's essentially saying no matter what you're doing, you'd make a wrong choice, right? Is this what you're saying?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not asking you to do this, right? I'm just telling you that in this particular manner, I'm not asking you to be a perfect person. You might still do shitty things, whatever. We all kind of do shitty things from time to time. I'm just telling you that when it comes to this particular perspective, when it comes to their specific rights, you could make an easy choice and just not buy an animal product and instead buy a plant-based product, whatever that is. And whatever that plant-based product is, that's why I said I'm not asking you to rank which one plant-based product you choose to say, well, this one's better for the environment. I'm not asking you to be perfect. Obviously, there would be better plant-based products than other plant-based products. I'm just asking this small differentiation so that we respect their rights, because they are individuals. As I said, they feel it's not getting you necessarily to be a better human. It's getting you to respect their rights.
What do you think about getting protein in? Because that's quite hard with plant-based products. It is, because you need more than protein, but I don't know the English word for it.
What would be a good source of
aminosyre
protein?
As with not meat or animal-based products.
Do you think meat is a good source of protein?
It is a source of protein.
It's an okay source of protein. I don't think necessarily it's good. I think there are certain meats that are good sources of protein. Lean meats are good sources of protein, but most meats also come with fat, specifically saturated fat, because that's where animals produce. But the fat itself has so much calories, like it's got almost double the amount of calories more than double the amount of calories than a gram of protein. That means that you might get less protein per calories than you would if it didn't have that fat. So there are solutions, like there are soy chunks when it comes to plant-based products, which are
Soya?
soy chunks, yeah. They're like 50% protein, which is almost like, well, it's like any meat, but without the...
But soya is a bad industry too, right?
Well, no. So the reason why they say soy is bad is because we grow a lot of soy to feed the animals. So the high deforestation and bad for the environment claims are because of we grow so much food, so much soy, so much corn, specifically to feed to the animals. But soy itself is not bad. No, it's a very good source of per hectare. It produces. So it takes between 3 to 10 times more land to produce 1 gram of animal protein versus 1 gram of plant protein. So soy is obviously...
It's the same protein, but there's something in meat, I don't know the English word, with processes the protein in your body, and that's something you need to. I think you can't get it from plant products.
There's nothing there's nothing you can't get from...
It's aminosyre in that.
Amino acids. Yeah, so amino acids are the building blocks of protein. All plants have all 9 essential amino acids.
But less than meat.
There's just different variations of it. So you can take, for instance, brown rice has, I think is missing lysine, I'm not sure, one of the amino acids. But if you combine it with, let's say, lentils, you get that amino acid. So in combination, you get complete protein.
But there are different versions of it. So there are some you need from plants and some you need from meat, right?
No, you just need amino acids. At the end of the day, your body just breaks down the protein into amino acids and it uses the amino acids.
But it's so much slower with plants. That's what I'm pretty sure about.
No.
Really?
No, you can get all of them. You can, there's been studies showing athletes who were on a plant-based diet versus athletes who are on an animal-based diet, and they're equalized for macronutrients.
Yeah.
And
with supplements,
they all developed the same.
But they did it with supplements then?
No, not necessarily. No. No, supplements. I think you should have supplements if you're an athlete for sure, but regardless if you eat animal products or not, you're going to have supplementation as an athlete.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's not a feature of the diet itself. It's a feature of your activity level. Supplementation. The only supplementation you need on a plant-based diet is B12.
Is what?
B12.
And it is?
It's a vitamin.
And what is it?
It's a vitamin that nobody produces. We don't produce it. It's essential. We don't produce it.
What does it produce?
Animal doesn't produce it. It's just a vitamin that we require. I think it's for DNA synthesis and something else that our body needs it. And it's very important. But this vitamin, also animals don't produce it. The only reason why we get it from animal products is because farmers feed them a vitamin themselves. So you're just getting a second-hand something.
Okay.
So how many more animals should be killed for you from now on?
For me,
You have a responsibility, huh? You make choices.
I have. But I can't say a thing and do another.
That's the thing, isn't it? If I say I respect women, I can't go around smacking their asses, huh?
That's true.
I gotta respect them.
That's why.
So it's the same with animals. Do you think you can respect animals or respect their rights if you pay for them to be forced into slaughterhouses?
Sorry again.
Sure. So, do you think you can respect animals if you pay for them to be forced into slaughterhouses?
No.
Do you want to respect animals?
Yes.
That's what it is. How would you call a person that respects animals?
Yes.
How would you call them?
I don't know terms of it. I only know a vegetarian or vegan or
Vegan. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Yes.
Yeah, because vegan is not a diet. A lot of people feel that it is, but it's about the animals. It's about respecting their rights.
Yeah.
So obviously, because we use animals as food, there is a dietary aspect to it, but it's about the animals. It's not about the food.
Yeah, or you have other reasons why you don't eat animals, and it's not. It is about diet.
There's
Or
people who
maybe people do it for the climate, and then it's.
But that's a plant-based. That's not vegan. Vegan essentially means doing it for the animal.
okay.
Yeah. So some people
Then
call
I'm-
themselves vegan, and do it for other reasons, but they're not actually vegan. It's like me saying I'm a feminist, so I respect women's rights because my fist hurts when I punch them. You know?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not. It wouldn't make sense. I'm a feminist if I respect their rights, not if as a consequence of me respecting their rights. Let me give you a card. Thank you for having this conversation with me, Lucas. Can you just promise me you'll watch The Minion? It's a documentary that appears when you scan that QR code.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
And can you do this one small thing? Until you watch it, don't consume any animal products.
Okay, I will.
Okay, I appreciate you, man. You seem like an open-minded kid. I like you. I like you. You're 19, you said?
I'm just turned 90 in a month.
You seem like an open-minded kid. I like it. You have also my social media there if you want to watch the conversation.
Where can I see it?
It's on the card.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers. Have a good one. It's a good conversation. Nice chat. Hey Benji, nice to have you here. And hello everybody else who's watching. I hope you're enjoying the conversations. I've been having only conversations with youngsters, youngins. Tenka, make the step to going vegan. Yeah, make it, Tenka. Come on. No more animals should be exploited and killed for you from now on. There's no reason. It's pretty logical. Really, like a lot of people want to bring up a lot of arguments, lions, whatever else they want to bring. But in reality, it's pretty easy and pretty logical to do it. Youngins are the future, yeah. Hey Erwin, nice to have you here. Benji, apparently people are complaining about you timing them out so easy. So, maybe take it a little bit slower. Take it a little bit easier. I appreciate what you're doing, Benji. Yeah. Hey, Renee is here. Love you. Love to see you. Love you. Okay, whatever. I'll just say love you to everybody. But especially you, Renee. What did you say, Tekna? Hey, Mel and Steve. Nice to have you here. Not all animal-based products are bad. Yes, they are. All animal products exploit and kill animals, Tekna. Let's put it this way, Tekna. Tell me an animal product, and then put yourself in the shoes of the animal, and tell me that that's okay. Let's do this small exercise, Tekna. Tell me which animal product you think is okay, and then put yourself in the shoes of the animal, and tell me how that's okay. Okay? How are eggs not okay? Well, I've explained to these people, but I guess you weren't here. The only individuals who lay eggs are the female, not the male. What do you think happens to the males? Hey, David is here. Tekna, bees develop in hive better with humans helping them. Tekna, we can help bees develop in hive and still not take their honey. I'm not telling you to not have a relation with an animal. If you want to have a relationship with an animal, far be it from me to judge you. The point is, don't exploit them. That means don't treat them unfairly. Don't take away from them simply because you have power to take away from them. They don't consent. Now a bee wants you to take away their honey. They do it because they want to save it for winter. And if you want to help them do it, fine, help them. But don't take it away. Don't say, well, I helped you, therefore your product is half mine or it's mine. It's as easy as that, right? Like, Tegna, did you put yourself in that perspective? Let's imagine that you want to make something, somebody's helping you. Does that mean that inherently that somebody who's helping you has right towards what you're making? What if you couldn't choose whether they help you or not? What if they force themselves to helping you, and then they force themselves to taking what you want? It's as simple as that. You are trans? No, I'm cis. What do you mean I'm trans? I'm pretty cis. And gay? I'm not gay. But nothing wrong with being gay, everybody. That's a beautiful thing. Be gay. Be straight. Be whatever sexual orientation you want. Love whoever you want. As long as there's consent, no problem here. Yeah. Somebody says definitely trans. Whatever. I'm not, but I don't see any problem with you calling me trans. I just think that would be a categorical error to call me a trans, because I'm not. You know. What the fuck is cis? Cis is not trans. Get your kidneys checked. Your eye bags are very pronounced. Yeah, boggle, that's how I am. That's just my genetics. My dad has it, I have it. That's just part of my genetics. Why spend more time on animal exploitation than human exploitation? Who says I spend more time on animal exploitation than human exploitation? I'm here fighting for the rights of animals. Why do we have to bring a fallacy from relative privation by saying, well, why not talk about this? Oh, you're talking about this? Why not talk about that? Why you're talking about this cause? Why aren't you talking about this cause that I care more about? Just because you care more about your cause doesn't mean I should fight for your cause, does it? My decision-making process into how I fight for this cause is mine alone, and I have autonomy over it. You trying to judge my decision-making process is just you dismissing the cause that I fight for because you can't accept, or you would rather fight for something else. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not asking you to fight for my cause. I'm asking you to do the bare minimum and not make me fight for this cause. And that is you choosing to not oppress animals. It's okay, our work is good in general. I don't think our fight helps here. Going vegetarian is already 10 times better than eating meat. It is not. It's actually vegetarian. It's very, very bad. Veganism is too close to absolutism, similar to religion. That is all. Nope. Veganism is close to feminism. If you wanna define veganism close to something, and that is feminism. It's about respecting rights. And essentially, it's like saying, well, you know, women never had the right to work, vote, or something like that, which you could say, if you would go back 100 years ago, maybe you could say that. So why would we give them the right to vote? Let's just give them the right to work. It would be too absolutist. It would be too much to also give them the right to vote. Imagine how stupid that sounds, how silly that sounds. It's not. Let's just give them the full respect that they deserve. Feminism is going too far? Yeah, brother, if you think that respecting women's rights is going too far, we are tired of these stupid tourists. That's okay. Nobody's asking you to interact with them. Women have all rights already. No, they don't. They don't have equal rights and opportunities. And if you think that they do, then you're being ignorant. There's plenty of places where women don't have equal rights and opportunities. There's plenty of situations where women are still treated as inferior. And you can just look at the outcome and draw a conclusion from it. Hi, you wanna have a conversation with me?
Yeah.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, of course, I don't have too much time.
It's okay, you wanna come here?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is Jim.
Jim, I'm Chip.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Jim?
What's your name?
Chip.
Chip. Oh, it's almost the same.
Where are you from?
I'm from Germany, from
Germany.
Berlin.
From Berlin, love
Yes.
it. So Jim, I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
Of course, I think.
Yeah. What rights do you think they deserve?
I think they have the same right to live as also humans.
So they should have the right to live.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that when we're farming them, we're taking away that right from them? By killing them?
I think, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you believe that they should have this right, then you shouldn't be paying for animal products, right?
Yeah, kind of way. We're paying for them, but yeah.
Yeah. So why do you continue to pay for animal products then?
I think we just like it's normal. It's getting normal for us, or it is normal all the time. It's normal for us to like eat the products, and yeah.
Do you think you should continue eating them?
I think probably, I think most of the people will continue, but I'm also at the moment thinking about it. And yeah, I'm also eating animal products at the moment, or I'm
Yeah.
eating meat sometimes, but I also try to, like, because I know how the animals, how they get treated, and yeah,
And you know it's bad, right?
I know it's bad, yes.
Does that mean that when you eat animal products or when you buy animal products, it's bad?
I think yes.
Yeah. So how many more animals should be killed, exploited, treated like objects for you from now on?
I hope not many.
Not many.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a response you would want somebody who's oppressing and killing you or your kind to say? Not
I
many.
hope.
Or would
I
you want
hope
them to
not.
say 0?
I would say 0.
Yeah.
Probably in this
Yeah.
case,
So
yeah.
so why do you say not many then? If you think it should be 0?
Yeah, you know, the change to go from eating products, like for me, it's for most of the people it's normal at the moment. It's a big change to like say I don't like to eat something now, and it's a big change. But maybe
But it
it's hard
doesn't-
for someone. And I know if you say okay, why just don't you say eat nothing? Maybe but it's better. So I think it's better to like go slowly than just say okay, I can't do it. And I continue with animal products.
Obviously, let me put a different analogy so
Yeah.
that you understand, right? If somebody's beating their wife every day,
Yeah.
and you go to them and say, "Hey, what you're doing is not right,"
Yeah.
and they're saying, "I'm going to slowly stop it," and they say, "Okay, well, next week I'm going to beat my wife for 4 days, only 4 days, and then I'm only going to beat my wife on Thursdays or stuff like that, right?"
Yeah.
It's obviously better than beating them every day, but
Yeah.
it's still an injustice that's happening. That person is still doing something bad.
Yeah.
So shouldn't that person stop?
Yeah, of course they should.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if it weren't, if every time that this person beats their wife,
Yeah.
ends up killing her, and every
Yeah.
time he just gets another person to beat up and kill them, don't you think
Yeah.
this person should stop immediately?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So in this situation, then every time you consume an animal product, an animal gets exploited and killed for you. Don't you think you should stop immediately then?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's logically it makes sense. But what is keeping you from, like, realistically speaking, what's keeping
Yeah,
you?
it's just my friend. So it's just normal in the civilization, like
Yeah.
I already said, to eat animal products, and it's a big change. Or it's
It can seem
it's
like a
probably
big
sadly
change,
a big
yeah.
change, and we all like it's normal for us to eat. Yeah.
But you have so many options, don't you? Like,
Yeah,
if
I
you want to
know.
get a burger, you can get a plant-based burger. If you
Yeah,
want to
I
get
know.
any kind of animal product you can get, you have a plant-based burger.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I also eat plant-based burgers sometimes,
Yeah.
you know. But it's like normal if like I'm out with my friends and we take a burger. We don't think about where the meat comes from, and we just
But you can't make decisions for what your friends do, but you can make decisions for what you do, right?
Yeah, I know.
So if your friends want to eat an animal-based burger, I would still think it's bad, but you at least can choose to not
Yeah.
do that. And it doesn't really impact them, right? Like if one of your friends chooses to eat a plant-based burger,
Yeah.
would that impact you in any way?
no, of course
No.
not.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to anybody
Yeah.
what everybody else picks. So you can just pick what you want. And especially if it would be in line with your values.
Yeah,
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
I probably. If I say no, I do. If I say at the moment I will never eat animal products after this, I'm probably lying because like it's a change. But I will of course think about it. I have also friends who just don't eat it, and it's like, oh, what are you eating? How does it taste? It's good, and yeah, of course, yeah.
Let's do this. I'll give you a flyer. I actually have a flyer in German specifically, which will work perfectly for you. So I'll give you this flyer. And
Yeah.
just promise me, on this QR
Yeah.
code, there's a documentary there.
Okay.
Watch that documentary, and then until you watch it, don't consume any animal products. Do you think you can
Okay.
do that?
Probably. Yeah.
Let's do that, and you can read through the flyer
Yeah, of
and
course.
see
Thank
what we
you.
mean. Cheers. Have a good
Bye.
one. You also have. Oh, you don't have my social. Let me give you a card also. You have on this card you have my social media, and you also have all the help that you need. By the way.
Ah, yeah, perfect.
Cheers.
Are you
Thank
vegan?
you.
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah.
vegan also?
Is it off?
Yeah, the camera's off, but I'm still.
Yeah, I just arrived here from Berlin,
Yeah.
and I was actually looking right now for a vegan place to stay. Are you from Amsterdam?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not from here, but I live here. Yeah.
Ah, okay, because I was looking for a vegan place to work and recharge.
Ah.
Do you know a cool place?
A good place to work and recharge.
recharge. I mean.
Recharge your phone.
yeah.
Yeah. So there's a Karma Kebab is very close by. It's somewhere over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I heard somewhere about it. I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I looked it up, but
Yeah.
doesn't sound like you
It's
could
a,
work.
It's difficult. I guess it's kind of difficult to work. The tables are small. I don't see why not. They got good food. It's vegan.
And they
it's
have
a socket.
sockets.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't go out to work.
Okay.
That's the problem, huh?
You don't go what? To work. You just
yeah.
go
I
to
do.
it.
I do it
okay.
at home. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you from Netherlands?
No, I'm from Romania, but I live here.
Ah, okay.
Are you from Germany?
And Russia, Ukraine, Belarus,
Oh,
from
nice.
everywhere, but mainly Germany right
Yeah.
now.
You
And-
saw my T-shirt, organic dog meat.
Yeah, dog meat. I know immediately some provocation or stuff. So how do you get it started?
Oh,
do you
actually-
want some eat dog meat? No.
No, I actually haven't talked about dog meat today. I just happen to have the T-shirt on me.
Ah,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just it.
Wait, fuck. Are you live
Yeah,
streaming?
I am live. Yeah.
Oh shit. And so is it is our talk live?
Yeah, it is talk live,
Fuck.
but you're not in view. So
Okay, shit. So how many? Are you on Twitch or?
I'm on YouTube now. Yeah, it's about 250 people watching.
15?
250.
Okay. How many subscribers you have?
6,000 something.
Mostly.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
A lot are US, I think. So not,
Okay.
not just. Yeah.
Cool.
Are you vegan?
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
for 20 years vegan now.
Fuck yeah, man. Is it difficult to be vegan?
I mean, it's difficult to be vegan among normal people, yes.
Amongst normal people, yeah.
But being vegan on its own, it's not difficult at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, you just need
Yeah, it's a mindset change.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it is.
it's just need to want it, and then if you want it, the hardest things aren't that difficult. It's just
That's a very good point.
just do it. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm overweight, and I need to train. Run. I don't know how to put it correctly. So I used to run a lot, but I started powerlifting, and then I got fat because you need a lot of protein, and you eat, but the gains don't come as quick as the fat.
Yeah.
So and then it's difficult to get rid of the fat. So I need to get back to running, but with 20-30 kilogram more. It's not the same as like 10 years ago when I was like flying around when I was jogging. I could run like 20-30 kilometers with no breaks in between, like every day in 10 kilometers maybe. And now it's super hard. It's like really.
Are you still powerlifting?
Yeah.
What's your deadlift, bench, and?
Deadlift. I fucked my knees and the back. So the only thing I can.
What's your PR though?
Not that much, but my bench is 130.
130 bench. That's mine is 125. So.
Yeah,
But I'm
cool.
working on it.
Yeah.
Deadlift is 180 for me, but.
When I fucked my back, it was 160. So I just got started out, and since then I couldn't get back. I come up with some new ideas, which I would hope it could fix my back.
Yeah, it's the
And-
bracing, huh? You gotta brace
Yeah,
properly.
actually, yes, that's a new
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like bracing and actually the glutes.
Yeah, the glutes a lot.
The
'cause
glutes, for-
if you feel it in your lower back, you're
Yeah.
not doing it well.
So, so I started last year from scratch, so like zero, but looking after the perfect form. I hope one day I will get to squat 250 and squat 200 and deadlift to 50.
What's
maybe.
your squat?
The best 2 years ago was not high, 130.
Oh, mine is 140. Yeah. So I get it. Yeah, I guess it's a very similar numbers. Nice. But you're strong. What do you mean? That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's best than most people. What are you talking about? Most people.
Yeah,
can't.
no, the bench, yes, but bench is I mean, now that I'm strong at bench, I would like to get to 200 one day. But I'm
bench?
getting older. I don't think I will make it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm too old for this. But maybe 150 at least, or 180. Yeah, I think at 180 I will stop, care about it all. But right now I'm back to jogging, and this sucks. The point was, so I know I need to get rid of overweight, and that's the thing to do. I need to jog, and it's super hard, and you just do it. It's everything hurts. My calves are regenerating very bad for some reason, and maybe it's something with post-COVID stuff. And my knees hurt, and I still do it. And I still do it.
How old are you?
And I'm 43 now.
It's just getting older.
Yeah, that's the problem. I got COVID and post-COVID at 40, so it's not really. I'm not really sure. Is it getting older or is it post-COVID? So I hope it's still post-COVID. So the point is, it's not. Veganism isn't that hard at all.
It's not.
It's. I was vegan even in Russia and Belarus for half a year. No, I'm lying. There I was vegetarian actually. In my 20 years, I was for 6 months vegetarian, and that was 6 months in Russia and Belarus. But I became vegetarian before I went to Russia, so it was not the point.
It was not because of the Russia.
Yeah, I was vegetarian in Russia, not because I was in Russia.
Yeah.
So I started in Germany being vegetarian at this point. So it's, and I think it's just convenience. People are too convenient in their world view, and they don't want to leave it. And something just needs to happen in their life to move on to something new, like the right view, world view.
What's your name, by the way?
I'm Alex.
Alex. Oh, I'm Chip. Nice to
Chip?
meet you, Alex. I'm gonna go back to doing some activism. Let me give you.
But
I appreciate you stopping
what did you
by.
say? Kebab. How to get there? Can you give me the direction?
Yeah, so I think it's you go there and the first street on the right, and then you just walk forward, and it will be somewhere on the
Again,
left.
that was too quick.
So you just go down this route,
Yes. Yeah.
and the first street on the right,
First street on the right. Okay.
just go straight forward, and it should be somewhere on the left. It's something with pink.
Somewhere on the left with pink.
Yeah. It's if you reach the canal, you've gone too far. It's almost close to reaching the canal.
Okay. Thanks.
Cheers.
Good
Have a
luck.
good one. Bye, Alex. Nice guy, but I want to have conversations. Is your RH factor positive? Or what's RH factor? That vegan should use Happy Cow. Yeah, he probably should. That's a good point. The problem is the app Happy Cow costs. That's the problem. It's not free. At least on iPhone. Blood type. Why would blood type matter? Who cares about blood type, brother? Who cares? Are you on a blood type? Are you one of those pseudoscientific people who thinks that diet should be adjusted based on blood type? Alexandra, I saw you being here. Hello, Alexandra. Nice to see you. Should have healthy looking guy to promote vegans. That's fine, man. If you don't like me, that's okay. You don't have to be here. You can leave. Nobody's asking you to stay. I'm pretty healthy. I'm just a bit tired. I've been waking up every morning at 4 a.m. So I've only been sleeping maybe like 6 hours. Why is it that everybody has an issue with this corner? Nobody can make this corner properly. Unbelievable. Stay hydrated, says Vegan Felek. Thank you, Felek. Also that, I'm a bit dehydrated. You're right. Milk is chilling, says go home. Why Milk is chilling? What, do you have a problem with me being here? Why do you need to tell me what to do? oppressing anybody by being here and having conversations with people, with consenting individuals. Vegan Runner says you look healthy and awesome. This t-shirt is a little bit large, I'll give you that. That's okay. I don't always want it to be about how I look like. Sometimes you just gotta listen to my arguments, okay? More than anything. It's fine. You gotta listen to my arguments. You can't just say, well, I saw a person who looks unhealthy, therefore everything they're doing is unhealthy. Oh, I saw a person who doesn't smoke cigarettes, therefore smoking cigarettes is unhealthy. It's healthy, sorry. Doesn't work that way, okay? Not oppressing, just annoying them. Well, they're the ones participating in the social experiment. I'm not forcing anybody into it. I'm literally just holding a sign. That's as easy as that. So, and you who are in there called Milk is Chillin', you can always just swipe away if you don't like it. It's as simple as that. Now, I don't have to go home so that you don't watch it anymore. You can just leave if you don't want to watch it anymore. It's as simple as that. I was vegan, always tired, always bothered by everything. Now I eat a steak, I wake up happy the next day. I also look like shit. Now I'm pretty, says I write here. Well, interesting, I write here. So what you're saying is that you used to respect individuals, but now you no longer do. Hey, you want to have a conversation with me?
Yes, of course.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, that's fine.
How many viewers do you have?
Does it matter? Like 200?
Okay.
You want to come here so that you interview?
Yes.
What's your
Hi.
name?
My name is Noah.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Noah.
Hi.
What's your name?
Maas.
Mars. Nice to meet you. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the animals. Do you think animals deserve rights?
Living animals?
Sorry, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for animals. Do you think
yes.
animals deserve rights?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
What rights do you think they deserve?
I think they deserve a good treatment before they are getting killed, of course,
Yeah.
for the meat.
Of course. Yeah, we have to kill them, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
the right circumstances.
Yeah. Also women, right?
No,
We don't have to kill women?
no.
Why not?
Because women are... Oh, that's a very tough question, actually.
Why don't we have to kill women?
Well, because we have rights. And
Because we have?
yes. Well, you
Because-
make me think. But you are vegetarian, you don't eat meat?
I respect animals, so therefore I don't kill them, yeah.
Okay. Okay, interesting. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's a hard question? Why we don't have why we don't kill women?
Because it's really weird, because in our society the comparison between animals and women are actually really different, because it's normalized that we eat meat and we
But
eat...
it was normalized for women not to have rights also, wasn't it?
Yes, but it's not normal. Yeah.
Anymore.
Anymore.
But
yes.
the fact that it was normalized for women to not have rights did not make it okay for women to not have rights.
No.
So the fact that it's normalized for us to kill animals, does that mean that it's okay to kill animals?
I actually don't have a good... how do you say that? Argument about that?
Do you think
Yes.
we need to eat animals?
I think I feel that I have more, vitamin D or vitamin D.
That comes from the sun.
Oh no, vitamin.
Nee, eiwit.
Protein.
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 Yes, when I eat meat.
You feel like you have more protein?
Yes, I feel better.
How do you
Yes.
feel protein? How does protein feel like?
It feels like having more power, maybe a bit stronger. I don't feel like, yeah. But
Protein doesn't give you that though.
Okay.
Carbohydrates make you feel that way, you know? If
Okay,
anything, protein
yeah.
just make you feel like sustained energy for a long time. But
Yeah.
but carbohydrates are the ones that get you energy, like, you know, you
Yeah.
have energy. But either way, like, do you think there's no protein in plant-based products or stuff?
I don't know actually.
Can I-
Is there?
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Well,
Okay.
I was vegetarian for 3 years,
Yeah.
and I've never eaten much protein, but for me it was not a problem though, because I was getting my protein from like yogurt or nuts, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But do you know that that's bad, right?
What?
Being a vegetarian.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
And why?
Because it exploits and kills animals.
Being vegetarian.
Yeah.
Well, why? Can you explain that?
Yeah, sure. So, in the production of milk, cows are treated like objects and killed. It's as simple as, why do cows produce milk?
For us.
So
No.
you're a veganist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
Cows don't produce milk for us now.
For who?
They produce biologically milk for their children.
Yeah, but now they are doing it for us.
No, now they're still producing for their children. It's just that we take away their children from them,
Yeah.
and then we say it's our milk. But if she were to have a child and I would take away her child from her, it doesn't mean she produces milk for me. It means she produces milk for her child. I just happen to take away her milk. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like they produce milk for us. They produce milk for their children. We just happen to take away the children. But that's one part of it that's bad. We also forcefully inseminate them because they don't get pregnant when farmers don't just wait around for cows to get pregnant. They forcefully inseminate them.
Yeah. But okay, wait. But do you think that being a vegetarian is better than, is worse than not being a vegetarian?
It's the same. So being a vegetarian, if you consume animal products, it's the same. It's like asking you, let's say you have two phones in front of you, and one is causing slavery of humans, but has recycled materials, and one is not causing slavery of humans. Sorry, one is not causing slavery one has slavery of humans with recycled materials, and what doesn't have slavery of humans, but is using rare earth materials, right? So they're still using maybe kids to mine through them or something, right? So which one is better? I don't know, they're both kind of bad. They just exploit different individuals in different ways. So that's kind of the whole point about being vegetarian or eating any animal product. It's pescatarian, vegetarian, they're all just dietary things. Being vegan is not about the diet, it's just it's a moral principle of respecting their rights, like how feminism is to women. And if we lived in a world where, well, let's say, short women were to be consumed, we just had a society where we ate short women for whatever reason, then being a feminist would also imply a dietary change. It would mean, okay, well, I can't eat short women anymore because I have to respect their rights, right? It's as simple as that.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you feel about it?
Do you think there could be a society where there isn't gonna get eaten meat, like in about 50 years, maybe? Do you think that is possible?
100%. I think it will happen regardless if we think it's possible or not. Not because I'm not naive enough to think it's for the animals, because very few people, like even women, don't have their rights respected. Sadly today, so it's not like everybody will always respect humans, animals, or everything like that. I think it will happen because it's just so inefficient to produce animal products. We have to grow crops, we have to cut those crops and feed them to the animals, then we have to kill those animals. People who kill the animals suffer, it's a whole thing. So it's just highly inefficient and bad for everybody to do this to animals. So I think it will stop because of that, because of the efficiency, because it's just so much easier to produce plant-based meat, to produce alternative meat, alternative protein sources, because you just have to grow some plants and mix them in a certain way.
How long does it take to produce plant-based meats?
I mean, obviously less time than producing animal products, because when it comes to animal products, we have to grow plants to feed to the animals. So if we just have to grow only plants, then obviously it takes less time than growing plants, feeding them to the animals, and growing the animals themselves.
Okay, and do you think that in what way are you gonna get that message to the world? Because what you're doing now, I have respect for that. You're talking with people, that's really good.
Yeah.
But how do you think? Do you have like a community that?
Yeah. So I can give you a card for that, for the community and stuff, but. There is a community. The problem is that very few people respect animals today, right? Most people consume animal products. So we can't make changes on a large scale yet, because democracy respects what people want, not what is right or wrong. So if most people want animals to be killed, they'll just continue killing animals, especially knowing that industries who do this, they get subsidies from the government, they pay politicians. It's like the way they recycle money amongst each other, also that they can sell you more products.
Yes.
So I want that to stop. Like, I wish that whole thing could stop. Then I'm sure that most people, like, if you wouldn't find animal products in the supermarket, would you go around killing animals to eat them? Or would you eat? No, exactly. So most people wouldn't do it. No. But however, in order to get to that place where these people no longer produce animal products, we need more people to stop exploiting and respecting animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the problem is right now,
that people are thinking too easy, and they're thinking that, well, I'm one of the 8 billion people on this planet. I'm not going to make a difference. And I think that there are so many people that have that thought. That
Do you think that's true?
That's what?
Do you think it's true
What?
that an individual cannot make a difference?
No, because if any individual thinks that, of course, it's not.
Nothing
not possible.
happens. And also, one person can save up to 100 animals per year.
Well, exactly. So yeah, I think we need to bring that up to more people, and I think that more people should stand up for what they are thinking, because so many people have those thoughts and they think, yeah, well, nobody's gonna listen to me. I don't matter. You know, I'm just gonna eat meat. Anyone does it. But I think we have to be as an individual. We have to make a. Hoe zeg je dat, standpunt?
Yeah, the same way boycott works. So people can say that boycott doesn't work, but if everybody, like, just like South Africa, just like Palestine, you know, just does that for a long period of time, it will cause problems, of course, for the industry.
Yeah, but this isn't even about causing problems on the industry. More than anything, it's about asking yourself who you are as an individual, the way I see it, because even if my impact wouldn't make a difference, I would still not want to be one who supports exploitation, abuse, and slaughter if I have the option not to. Because it's the difference is, like, let's say between, like, if it comes to buying a phone, as I said, let's say metaphor, if you have the option between buying a phone that exploits humans and one that doesn't, how could you ever justify buying the one that exploits humans? You can't.
Never, no.
So it's the same when it comes to food. It's just that it's a choice that we make every single day, 3 times per day.
Yeah.
We make this choice where we buy a product that exploits an animal, we don't think about it, and we move on.
I also think that it really depends on the animals we learn to appreciate from a young age, because I grew up with bunnies, I grew up with dogs, cats. I would never eat that.
You never eat bunnies?
No, and never.
But
Also
you know there's a lot of
cats and
people who
dogs.
eat bunnies.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
But that's the way that we learn to have love for those animals and not for the others. Maybe if I grew up with horses or cows,
Yeah, we
I
have
would
like
love it more.
a
but-
scale between the animals.
Yeah.
Like the pets, it's just a. Hoe zeg je dat? Just you respect them, and you don't eat them because it's not normal. But we place the pigs and the chicken and the cows under the pets.
But
Just
eating
thinking they're
rabbits is
just-
normal. It's normalized eating rabbits.
know.
And you don't do
But I
it.
don't do it because I grew up with a bunny.
Would you, if somebody does it, do you think it's right or is it wrong?
No, I think it's wrong, and that's why I think what you say makes sense.
But this is the whole, and this whole thing about what you're saying is also one of the reasons why what I'm saying makes sense.
Yeah.
Because what you're realizing is that there is no actual sense into which animals are sent to slaughter and which aren't. Because if this one animal that everybody says it's okay to slaughter, I think it's not okay to slaughter, that means that the line is just arbitrary. It just means that we at some point chose some animals and you grew up somebody telling you that it's okay to kill these animals. But is it really?
Did you grow up without eating meat?
No, I grew up also eating animals. Yeah.
And what was the trigger for you that you stopped?
When I learned about dairy cows, that they're forcefully impregnated, that their babies are killed. And I remember saying it doesn't happen in the Netherlands because, you know, you bike outside of Amsterdam and you see cows and you're like, it doesn't look that bad. But then you look into it and it's same practices everywhere. Same thing happens everywhere. It's just a little bit better whitewashed here. So you see the farms with the cows having space, but no, cows are,
At the end, it's
they don't just need space, they need more. Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's more than that. Like, their babies are still taken away from them. You look at the farm, you only see females. Where are all the males? Because the males get killed because they don't produce milk. So it's this whole industry that's horrible, and my justification has always been that I'm not the one. I can't be responsible for it because I just want the products. I don't want what's happening to them. Like, in theory, you can find a situation where producing milk wouldn't be like this, right? Like, that's what I was justifying to myself. But then the more you look into it, the more you realize that there is no way where you can commercialize milk, whether on a small scale or large scale, and still treat the animal nicely. Because you will always have, if you're commercializing it, you will always have this animal needs to produce milk. Otherwise, what if they don't want to get pregnant? What if they can't get pregnant anymore?
Yeah, that's horrible.
Farmers kill them when they can no longer get pregnant. And that happens at a third of their lifespan. So should they just keep on paying for them to be fed for the rest of their life, right? So it just ends up like economically it doesn't make sense if you think about it. And then yeah, I just realized that I am responsible for my choices. So I said I don't want to be that person. I don't care about animals in particular. I just care about justice, and I don't like being a person who supports injustice when I have the option not to.
Okay, where can I find more about you?
I'll give you a card, but I'll give you one more question, and it's a hard one. Okay, how many more animals should be exploited, killed on your behalf from now on?
From now on, that's a really hard question.
Yeah, because half of your brain is saying that would mean I have to change, and half of your brain is
Yeah,
knowing what the
I'm
right thing to
already
say.
thinking about
Yeah.
like not eating meat, but I don't even know how many get killed right now, so I find it really hard to say. Actually, I need to dive deeper into that
Yeah,
to know a good answer.
but does it have to be more than 0?
Yes, because we have a whole industry that
Do they have to be killed for you more than 0?
it's really hard. I know for myself that I will probably. Oh, it's really hard. I'm actually. I don't know.
Okay, let's do this because I'll give you cards, okay?
Yeah.
And there's here on this card, there's a documentary called Dominion. And then the next thing is the most important speech you'll ever hear. Dominion shows what animals go through, and it has happened in the Netherlands also. If you can't watch that because it might be a bit gruesome, it might be a bit graphic,
Yeah.
watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. But can you promise me you'll watch one of these too? Just
I
to get
will.
informed about what animals
Yes.
do. And just as a small exercise of I don't know, holding yourself responsible, until you watch it, don't consume any animal products. You think you can do that?
Okay, that's a fair deal.
I appreciate you.
Okay.
Have an awesome day.
Yeah, thank you for your,
And,
for your work.
Yes.
Yeah, let's make changes because it's, if any of us were in their position, we wouldn't accept anything but fucking stuff, right? We would ask as much as we can. So, luckily, you're not in their position, but you're in this other position where your choices could mean life and death for an animal.
Yeah,
Every
true.
single choice you're making.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good
nice
one.
day.
Cheers.
Do they hate us on social media?
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just there's people and people. So there's people here who are like vegans and they're like nice, and there's people who are like not and they're like, how dare you tell people what to do? How dare you?
Yeah.
It's always like that.
That's discussion, right?
Yeah, that's what it is.
So good luck.
Cheers. Bye. Yeah, more young people. Nice to see. Yeah, it was a nice conversation. She really, I felt like she can be. I feel like she can do it. Hey,
What kind of experiment are you doing?
I just ask people some questions, getting them to think a little bit. You wanna try it?
Yeah, what do you want to ask?
Are you okay being live on YouTube first of all?
Yeah, it's no problem.
Okay. Hang on a second. Hey, can you come here so that you're in view?
Yes.
What's your name?
I'm Michael.
Michael, I'm Chip. Nice to
Hi.
meet you. Where are you
Nice to
from,
meet you.
Michael?
I'm from the Netherlands.
Oh, from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Michael, I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for animals. How do you feel about animals?
I love animals.
Do you think they should have rights?
Of course.
Yeah, because you love them, right? Of course you think they should have rights.
Yes.
Do you think that when we farm them, we take away their rights?
Take away the right? No.
No. Do you think that forcefully inseminating them and killing them is not taking away their rights?
It is.
Yeah. Do you think when we farm them, we do that?
Yes.
Yeah. So then do you think farming takes
Yeah,
away their
yeah,
rights?
yeah. Yeah.
Exactly. And do you think that we have some form of responsibility for that happening to them? Us, the consumers, I mean.
Of course.
Yeah. So what do you want to do with this? Because on one side you say you love animals, but on the other side I'm assuming you pay for animal products, which essentially take away their rights.
Why do you right away assume that I pay for
I
animal
assume,
products?
correct me if I'm wrong,
Okay. No, but...
Because most people do.
Well,
that's why I
I'm
assume.
becoming much more aware myself, so to be honest. And my girlfriend, my beloved girlfriend, is a vegetarian, and she's very pro-animal, and so she learns to look through her eyes, and that made me realize, hey, but this is wrong.
But consuming dairy products, do you consume dairy products? Does she consume dairy products?
No.
No,
Not,
okay, so
not
she's
anymore.
vegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because vegetarians usually is like a diet where
Yeah.
they still
No,
consume
no,
some-
this is non.
Yeah. Okay. So are you on that? Are you gonna do this? Are you doing this?
I'm
What's
still
happening?
I'm still in the middle of the process, but
Why are you in the middle of it and not at the end of it? What's
yeah,
going on there?
that's a good question. Because I'm not there.
But you understand that when you make a choice to buy an animal product, an animal gets exploited
Yeah.
and killed for you.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that right?
No, it's not right. But am I on trial right now or not?
No,
Because-
I'm trying to understand because like so what you're doing is wrong, right?
Yes.
Still.
Now, yeah, what do you do is wrong. What I find is arguably, wrong. And so, but I'm not there yet. So
Yeah, but I care about the animals, right?
Yeah.
I'm not here to push you into any direction what you're on, and I can't push you into any conviction. But maybe I can help you. So what exactly could I tell you or help you to, from now on, to no longer oppress any animal?
I think the best thing to do is what you do right now, and that is having these conversations on the street and
Yeah.
make people think and plant a seed in their head, and by that create a ripple effect and create a conversation around that.
Yeah.
And make a lot of more people aware, because it starts always with awareness, right? So
Yeah.
I guess this is the most most honest answer you can get from me right now.
Yeah.
And I couldn't care less that there's a camera on me or
Yeah.
we're live on YouTube. It's
Yeah.
more or less that also you made more aware
Yeah.
about, hey, but why don't you choose then either left or right, but what's
Yeah.
then in the middle? And
Yeah.
so that helped me.
Yeah, because I gotta ask you, like, do you think there's a middle ground when it comes to respecting humans' rights?
No, of course not. But
No.
also not on animals. No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
so the seed is planted.
Yeah. Okay, so then I'll ask you the last question, which I ask everybody. It's a difficult question, okay? How many more animals should be exploited and killed on your behalf from now
That's
on?
a great question. I think my girlfriend would love you to ask me this question.
What would you wish for if you could wish for a number for and how many animals should be exploited and
Yeah,
killed? for you?
zero.
Zero, yeah.
Of course.
It's not that difficult, man. It really isn't. It really isn't. You can build muscle. I'm a pretty muscly guy. You can do that. It's not that difficult. Let me give you a card, okay? I appreciate you stopping by. You have resources here to help you do that. But if there's something you could watch, I think you'll enjoy the most important speech you'll ever hear.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
And so this also will be recorded somewhere
It's,
to find it back.
Not sure.
Not sure,
But
huh?
my live is always there.
Yeah.
I think this is episode 62. You'll see it in the thumbnails if you want to
Yeah.
watch it. But if I might clip the conversation or some parts.
Yeah.
Of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I would love to show my girlfriend that I'm at least moving the needle. But that's a great question. How many? What was the last question? Can you
How many
repeat it?
more animals should be exploited and killed on your behalf from now on? It's a difficult question because we think about the victims when we do that, not about
Now
what
the question
we
is,
want.
why is it different? The real question is, why is it even a difficult question?
Because one side
It's
of it.
not the one for you to answer.
No.
It's to be honest, because you are on this side,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So why is it even? I'm very much into everything to move the needle to equality when it comes to
Yeah.
women's rights.
Yeah.
You know,
I like
and
that.
I am always annoyed when it comes to that it's still a point of discussion. Anyway.
I agree with you.
So you made me pause and reflect and think
Yeah.
about that question.
Yeah.
It made me also, this kind of question what I'm normally asking, but then in a different context.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, man.
Thank you for having this conversation with me. You can do better, man. If you respect women's rights, you gotta respect everybody's rights. I'm a feminist myself also, so yeah.
Thank you very much. I wish you luck, man.
Cheers. You
Take
too.
care.
Nice guy. It's nice to see people also. God damn it. Sorry, everybody. My signs have fallen. Give me a second. Somebody threw something on the ground also. Pick that up. Magnus. Yeah, the conversations are. I've been a bit softer lately, right? I've been trying to make people understand and trying to actually get people to change a little bit. I actually don't know if that yields better results or not, but I just feel like, yeah, why did God put the animals on the earth? I don't believe in God, you know, so I don't really give a shit what you think, why you think that a compassionate individual put animals on earth. But in my opinion, in my logic, in my using some form of simple logic, if somebody is all compassionate or very compassionate or the most compassionate, he wouldn't create beings who have emotions, feel pain, and a subjective experience of the world, only so that you can take that away from them, chop them into pieces and put it through your mouth hole when you have other options. So if you believe in that whole idea of a God, then perhaps then it would be only logical for you to say, if God is compassionate, then God did not create animals for me to kill and eat them. Because if he would do that, why would he give them the capability to feel pain or have emotions? It's pretty simple. Why would a compassionate individual create individuals so that you can kill them, but also give them the capability to feel pain? It's as simple as that, brother. Again, emotional arguments? Says Tenka, man, I thought you actually have a point, Tekna, but you don't. You're just triggered. What emotional argument did you hear from me? When did I bring up any form of emotional? When did you hear my emotion coming out of it? I just explained to you that I don't believe in God. I was fair about it, and I explained to you that logically, I even mentioned the word logic a couple of times. Logically speaking, a compassionate individual would not create another individual and give them the capability to feel pain, have emotions, or subjective experience of the world, only so that you can cut their throat and eat them. It's as simple as that. It's only logic, brother. Hey, Skyjack Morgan is here. Love you, brother. Your argument is based on feelings. What feelings is it based on? Explain to me how my argument is based on any feelings. Please explain to me. That's so funny. My argument is based on feelings. Explain to me. Explain to me which feelings is my argument based on. Moral feelings. That's the most ridiculous thing. It's like somebody just making a word pie out of something. That's literally a word pie. Your argument is based on moral feelings. That's a word pie, nothing more. Black Mirror, thank you so much. Keep it up, says. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for that. David has posted the video. It's called the 3-minute movie. If you guys are so adamant that what you're doing is okay, how about you click on that link that David has posted, and how about you click on that link and say, yeah, here you go. I pinned it, everybody. I pinned David's message. How about you click on that link? If you're so adamant about what you're doing is okay, go watch that. Takes 3 minutes out of your life. Jesse James says, you are a fool. I guess you mean you are a fool, Jesse James? I don't know. But, well, I do know that would be proper English. So, you formulated the sentence there that isn't properly formulated. But, maybe you meant to say you are foolish. Not, because that would be a proper English, not you are fool. Teknka, you're welcome to debate me. You're welcome to debate me. You have my Instagram here. You're welcome to send me a message. We can schedule a debate, and you can explain to me how my arguments are emotional. Because I'm a pretty logical fella, so I know that my arguments are not emotional, but you seem to have a different observation or opinion based on them, so I would love to hear it. Frank Rogers says, no, you're a weak man. Frank Rogers, why did you assume my gender? When did I say I'm a man? And what makes me weak? Because based on the I would say based on the traditional methods of measuring strength, I'm actually stronger than most individuals on this planet. I deadlift more than twice my weight. I bench press more than 1.5 my weight. And I squat almost 1.5 my weight. No, the other way around. I squat 1.5 my weight and I bench press almost 1.5. No, wait. I squat more than 1.5 my weight and I bench press 1.5 my weight. Yeah. Bro, you're like 110 pounds. Nah, bro. I'm actually 83 kilograms. Just, you guys are so triggered. I got this. It's so funny because I got this loose t-shirt and you don't see my muscles this well on the loose t-shirt. And everybody's just so triggered by it. But brother, just because you see my t-shirt being loose does not mean I don't have muscles, FYI. If you really want to see this, I would say that's a pretty good arm, isn't it? Oh, I'm such a weak man. I'm such a weak man. That's so funny. Implants, yeah, brother. Implants, not hard work. Implants. Oh no, he's looking like he looks like. And I couldn't achieve his physique. Must mean he's cheating. I couldn't achieve what he's doing. That must mean he's cheating. Funny. Imagine how insecure you have to be to say that or to feel that way. Chip guy is gay and physically weak. I'm not gay or physically weak, but you know, I'm bi and not physically weak. I'm physically strong. But thank you. Thank you for calling me gay. I appreciate it. I take gay as a compliment.
What do you want to talk about?
Just animals. You want to have a conversation with me?
Sure, I'll have a conversation.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, sure.
You want to come here so that you interview?
Yeah. Can
What's
my
your-
husband come too?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Family affair.
What are your names?
I'm Elise,
Christopher.
Elise and Christopher. I'm Chip. Where are you guys from?
Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver. Love it. I've only visited Toronto, but Canada's a lovely place.
Did you
Yeah.
like Toronto?
I did like Toronto.
Vancouver's better.
Vancouver's better.
It is. It's warmer.
So I've heard. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the animals. Do you guys think animals should have rights?
I think that there's a fine line between rights for animals and not. I think that there's a need for some rights, for sure.
What kind of rights do you think animals should have?
I think that there's a line between farming and live rights. So, like India has rights for dolphins. I think that those are important rights because of the way that our fishing industry runs.
Whaling rights also.
Whaling
So why
rights.
shouldn't we farm dolphins?
Well, I mean, we naturally don't farm dolphins. I mean, naturally we've avoided.
But why shouldn't we?
Because it impacts our ecosystem.
But if it didn't, it would be okay to farm dolphins.
As it's okay to farm flowers.
Do you think dolphins are similar to flowers?
Well, I think that.
I don't. I don't think we should farm.
Let her get onto this.
Well, I used to work at an aquarium.
Yeah.
And I think the dolphins that we had in our aquarium were for rehabilitation. They were deemed unreleasable, not on the aquarium, but on our Department of Fisheries and Oceans. However, moving forward in the future, I don't think we should be out catching whales and dolphins.
Why not?
I think we should leave them where they are.
Why?
We are not part of the ocean. We don't know what goes on in their ecosystem, I feel like.
So it's still just the same argument as the ecosystem. But if we calculated, then we could farm them successfully. Not in the ocean. We create giant aquariums where we bring to life dolphins, exploit them, and then kill them. That would be okay.
No.
Why not?
I feel like it's morally wrong to do that.
But why is that morally wrong, but okay to do it to a cow?
Ready? Yeah, you ready for me?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
ready for you to tap in.
Okay. So I used to work with Sea Shepherd. I
used to be a major supporter of Sea Shepherd. And the biggest issue is not how we feel and what our perspective is. It is what can we do to actually change the industry going forward. Impacting how people are going to affect and not affect the world around us is almost impossible for any one or any group to deal with, as Sea Shepherd deals with on a regular basis, as all animal rights activism.
What does that have to do with what we were discussing?
Well, you're talking about animal rights. And as I was talking about as I have done work with Sea Shepherd, it's a recognition that the greatest and biggest challenge has nothing to do with our wants and needs and our hopes and wishes. It has to do with the fact that the industries that are around us that are not going to change because
But I'm not
of
asking how animals should have rights. I'm asking whether animals should have rights or not. Not how to get there.
Should a
how
dog
to get
have
there
a
is a
right?
different conversation.
Should have a dog have a right as to whether or not their owner takes care of them or not?
A dog should have a right, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
a dog should not be treated like an object. Do you think a dog should be treated like an object?
I don't think so, but that's
No.
what we as a society do.
Do you think a cow should be treated like an object?
I think that regardless of what we think, it's what we do.
But I'm not asking you, so this is called an is-ought fallacy. I'm not asking you what is happening, I'm asking you what ought to happen. So, should a dog be treated like an object?
I don't think a dog, an animal, a cow, any living being should be treated like an object.
Okay, so if you don't think that they should be treated like an object, do you think that farming treats them like an object?
I think that farming subjects certain animals to an unrelentless industry.
Yeah, they're objectified, right?
Yeah.
They're only as valuable as their body is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
it
like
doesn't
us.
matter what they want, what they give. It's not just like you, because I'm sure that what you want still matters. So nobody is forcing you against you what you want, right? So in that matter, if you think that farming animals, if you think that objectifying animals is wrong, and you think that farming animals is objectifying, then you should think that farming animals is wrong, correct?
I think that farming animals is wrong just as much as I think a society demands humans to have to work 9 to 5 to be able to succeed and live their lives. I think that we should not look at it as
I can work with that.
a animal versus human objective. It should be a universal thought of we are all stuck in the same machine.
So if you're faced between the choice between supporting farming or not supporting farming, why would you choose to support farming?
It's
if you find it wrong, why would you choose to support it?
The reason for that is because I like to eat. And
But you can eat other things, right?
We can eat other things. That's
So why
100%
would you
fact.
choose to support it?
I choose to support it because I like it. I like to eat fish.
You
I
just
like
said
to eat
that
meat.
it's wrong.
It is
How-
wrong.
So you
Right.
don't like it.
I also think that exploiting other people for labor is also wrong. So at the same point, if we were to come up with the idea that we could change how we operate in society, we can change how we operate with our sustainable farming, our unsustainable farming. It starts at a greater point than whether or not an animal has rights or not, because we only have rights to a degree. We don't as humans. And we only give certain animals rights to a degree from where
I'm
we
not
stand.
asking you to give them the
Oh,
right
I'm
to
not-
vote. I'm
you're
asking you to
asking
give
the
them the
point.
right to not be exploited and killed. It's a negative right. It's the right for us to not intervene in their subjective experience of the world, which you also have, and which you also want respected. Your body autonomy, essentially. Is anybody violating your body autonomy?
Yeah, our society does.
Who in your society violates your
If I
body
want
autonomy?
to wear clothing, if I want to travel around the world, if I want to have any level of freedom that I believe is freedom, then I have to exploit myself to a degree.
No, you still have body autonomy. You can still choose whether you want to do these
I
things
can
or
choose
not.
to work in a job and live and what I see as life, or I can live on the street, suffer, and die alone.
But that's
Those
not,
are the two choices.
Nobody's violating your body autonomy, right? You still have body autonomy. An animal still has a choice in the wild whether they want to hunt or not, or otherwise they might die. But that still doesn't mean when they choose, they still have body autonomy. The fact that they need to certain nutrients which they have to work for does not mean anybody's violating their body autonomy. Is anybody violating your body autonomy?
I think the answer is yes to a degree, and I think what I'm trying to say is that what I'd like to say to this is that animals that
Who's violating
are
your body autonomy?
society.
Society is not an individual. Please be more concise. Who is violating your body autonomy?
My boss, my job, my company, my
How is
country.
your boss violating your body autonomy?
Because we don't have freedom. We don't have freedom. We don't live in a free society.
How is your boss violating your body autonomy? Tell me exactly how your boss...
By exploiting me.
Do you
for
have a
my
choice
abilities in
between
schools.
leaving or not leaving?
Yes, but I have a choice between working
Do you know
for
what
one boss.
exploitation is?
Yes, of course I do.
What is exploitation?
Exploitation is using one being for their
Unfairly.
goods. Unfairly, exactly.
So
And
when you choose to be at a
and I
job,
believe
what-
that
what's
all
the
jobs-
unfairness?
I believe that the job is the unfairness. The requirements of a job
So you-
provide
you-
an unspecific expectation of where we need to be. and
Every
what we need
single
to be.
animal on this planet has to work or do some form of work to survive or to eat or to
You're
be
right.
healthy, right?
And
this isn't an unfair usage. This is
And a
as
matter
fair as
of-
it gets
and a
because
matter
that's
of
just how
fact
life
that
is.
Farmed animals that are unhappy, that do not have a good, sustainable life, will actually go malnutritious and die on their own.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. I've worked in chicken factories. I've seen it happen. With chickens that are not properly fed, that are not properly cared of.
At what age do they kill chickens?
Well, so at a very young age.
What age?
I think it's between 6 and 8 months they're going to take out chickens.
You didn't work in a chicken factory
Okay,
then. They
sure.
killed them at 42 days.
Say, listen, I watched the
2 months maximum.
I watched the chicken blood go out of
You
the
said
facility on a
6
regular-
months.
Yeah.
No, then
the
they didn't kill them in 6
largest.
months.
Okay. Well, as I was saying, we are exploited just as much as any other animal is. The
Is
difference
anybody
the difference
violating
is-
your body autonomy?
The difference is we're not being eaten. We are being degraded.
Do you think women should have body autonomy?
Of course.
Of course. Do you think women should have the right to choose whether or
course.
not they should have a baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
is
the ability-
anybody violating their body autonomy when they're saying you're not allowed to have an abortion?
No. I mean, do you agree? What do you think about that?
I think I should have my own rights to
Yeah,
do what I want
100%.
with my own body.
Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. You should have your own rights to do what you want with your body. And when somebody's saying, well, I gave you food, that means your body is mine? Does that mean that your body is mine if I give you food?
No,
Does that mean that if I give you shelter, is your body mine?
no,
No, you still have body autonomy, correct?
correct.
So why shouldn't we respect the same thing of all animals? Just because we give them food and shelter, does that mean we have the right to kill or decapitate them and not care about what they want at all and kill them for an optional product, by the way, because we don't need to eat animal products?
I mean, no, but I would ask, what animals are you speaking? Like all animals? So you don't eat fish, you don't eat, or like,
Yeah.
are you a vegetarian or a vegan?
I respect animals, therefore I'm vegan.
Okay. I respect animals as well, to the point where
You
I grew up in a fishing game house. I know that it's very easy to see that
How do you respect animals when you pay for them to be exploited and killed for an optional product?
it's pretty simple. When an animal can come up to me and say that I don't like what you're doing to me, then I'll listen to them. Other
Oh,
than
so
that-
wait. So if I respect women and I go around smacking women's asses, but I do it in a way where they can never complain about it, because they can never complain about it, that means I respect women, right? Because they never complain to me about it. So if the fact that animals cannot complain,
who's going to be
so
touched
the
in a
fact
manner
that
they don't like, and that's not going to speak up.
so the fact that animals cannot complain about it is what you're saying, as that means that you're respecting them when you're choosing to take away their body autonomy, exploit and kill them for an optional product.
This is the line. This is the line of communication. If a cow can communicate that they
So you
don't
would do
want
it
be
to dogs
slaughtered,
also?
If a dog can communicate that they don't like the way that they're being treated,
No, like killed for optional food.
hey, dogs are killed for optional food.
And
in
you
our-
would pay
in-
for
in our
that,
country.
right?
I would not personally pay for that.
Why not?
Because it's a choice.
Why make that choice?
I have a choice whether or not I want to or not want to.
Why not?
Why not? What?
Why wouldn't you pay for a dog to be exploited and killed? You pay for other animals. What's wrong with paying for dogs to be exploited and
I
killed?
think that dogs are paid to be exploited to take care of emotional
That's not
needs.
the question that I ask you. I ask you, why
Well,
wouldn't you
I
pay
think
for
that-
dogs to be exploited and killed for an optional product?
I think that the answer
I
is
eat a dog.
I don't want to eat a dog.
Why?
Yeah. I don't want to eat a dog
Why?
because I've never eaten a dog and don't want one.
Yeah, but you see, this is extremely disingenuous because what I'm asking you right now is I'm asking you to think, but instead you're turning off your brain and you're saying, because I don't want to. It's circular reasoning.
well,
I don't want to
that's
eat
the
a
choice
dog
as a
because
human.
I don't want to.
A choice
But what
as a
I'm
human is
trying
I get to choose
what
what
I'm
I
trying,
want and what I don't want.
What I'm trying to get you to do right now is actually think a little bit about your choices, because is there any morally significant difference between a dog and a cow that justifies the difference in treatment?
I think that there is a greater concern than whether or not we are treating animals properly or improperly.
That's an appeal to relative privation. It doesn't
but-
matter in this moment right now,
Well,
because
in-
there are other causes to fight for, and I'll give you that. But what I'm fighting over here is for the animal rights. If I were to be fighting for women's rights, even if there would be causes that are more important, let's say you would think Gaza's more important, it doesn't really matter what causes you find important. The reality is the individuals whose rights are stripped away from them, it's the most important cause to them. And I choose to fight. I don't have to tell you exactly my algorithm of how I choose to fight for what I fight, but I choose to fight for an injustice. all injustice is equal to the person who's suffering from that injustice, to the individuals who's suffering from that injustice. So I'll ask you yet again, because the question
Show
was,
me an animal
what's
that's
the morally
suffering.
significant
Show me an animal that's
difference?
suffering that can complain. No, show me an animal that can complain about suffering.
Oh, so is it about complaining? I can show you humans who cannot complain about suffering.
That's the line between humanity and the animal kingdom. Is
Okay,
that we
so
have
if
the
there's
ability to communicate.
so if there's humans who cannot complain about them suffering, then it's okay to exploit and kill them?
I think that if they have the ability to say something and speak up, then they will.
So if there's a human who cannot, like an intellectually challenged human being who's also mute, and they cannot complain about you exploiting and killing them, would it be okay for you to exploit and kill them?
No.
So then it doesn't matter if they can communicate to you whether it's okay to exploit and kill them.
Well, I think that there's a line to that, but yeah, I think that you are. You
just
fighting,
seem to be
I think
missing
that
the
you're-
line left and right, and I keep asking you the same question. What's the morally significant difference between a dog and a cow that justifies the difference in treatment?
Well, I think it's different because there's certain. I mean, depending on where you live in the world, there's different ways animals are slaughtered versus one country to another.
I'm not asking you if there's better ways to kill to do a wrong thing. I'm asking you what's the morally significant difference between two individuals. One is an individual dog, and one is an individual cow. But do you think we should leave morality up to what individuals want? So in other words, do you think that if I say I want to eat a human, then I should eat a human, be allowed to eat a human? Or it's moral for me to eat a human because I say I want to eat a human? It's not about what we want, is it? Morality doesn't boil down to I want to eat or I don't want to eat somebody.
Morality.
But you would find it immoral to kill and eat a dog for an optional food, right?
Correct.
But you don't find it. But you find it moral to do the same to a cow, correct?
Correct.
So what's the difference between these individuals that you think makes the difference valuable? That you think makes it so it's moral to kill one for an optional product, but not the other?
Well, I want to eat one versus I don't want to eat the other.
But you can easily see that somebody could apply it the other way around, and you would say that when they're doing that, they're applying your own moral rule, right? Because they're saying the reason why this is moral is because I want to do it. When somebody says, like Jeffrey Dahmer, who ate humans, he did it because he wanted to. So what he did, according to your own moral values, is moral because he did it because he wanted to.
That's killing a person.
That's killing an individual, yes, just like it is killing an animal, yes.
Yes. I understand your point of view.
It's not. It's just simple logic about your own values.
No, it is a point of view. It is your point of view. Because you come out here and you want to talk about.
You don't even know my point of view. How would you know my point of view?
Well, you said you were a vegan, so
I just ask you questions. That's all.
and
But
I'm
you don't
telling-
know my point of view, like what my morality is, how I derive morality from. I'm just telling you that you're not being morally or logically inconsistent with your own values. Because I'm sure you don't find what Jeffrey Dahmer did was right, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, but he could justify doing what he did exactly as you're justifying doing what you do. So what's the difference between you and him then?
I don't want to eat a human or a dog. I want to eat meat. I want to eat
But that's
fish.
exactly what he would say also. So what's the difference between him and him? Why would what he is doing be wrong and what you're doing is right when both of you are saying exactly the same thing?
I'm not killing a person.
You're killing a sentient individual.
I'm killing an animal.
Can you prove this is sentient individual?
Yeah, we have science behind that.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Because a
Established
fish is sentient.
Depends on the fish, but yeah, most of them are.
We come from a city that farms fish, and that is in a very dramatic way very wrong. The way that we farm fish. I agree
But
with that.
if you asphyxiated them the right way, it would be okay.
I mean, there's no
So
right
if I
of
go
association.
fishing
Asphyxiating fish, yes.
and then I catch a fish and then I kill it,
So you asphyxiate the fish,
yeah.
or
It's
you
still
don't
wrong?
let them asphyxiate. You kill them. Do you have an alternative?
I mean, I could live off vegetables for the rest of my
So there
life.
you go. So the whole point of it is, if you don't need to kill, then killing is wrong. Is that really that bad of a moral value to have?
But I like fish. It's tasty.
Doesn't matter if you like the product that comes out of it. If somebody likes sex, the fact that they want to rape somebody doesn't mean that it's justified because they like what comes out of it.
Yeah, but that's like
Because
way
there is a
off
victim.
than-
No, that's the whole point of it. Rape isn't bad because of the sexual pleasure that the individual gets. Rape is bad, or because it's sexual. Rape is bad because there's a victim. The reason why killing animals is bad is because there's a victim. The reason why killing humans is bad is because there's a victim. And the common thing between all these victims is that they have an experience of the world, they have emotions, they have feelings,
Yeah.
and they don't want to die. So us taking away all that for a product we don't need, simply because we want to, it's as wrong as doing every other injustice because we want to.
Okay.
So what's
I
your
understand
solution?
that.
Don't do it.
And then?
And then hundreds of animals per person per year will no longer be exploited and killed. So you could be saving thousands, tens of thousands within your lifetime. But that's one thing. But that does. Why would it matter? Like it doesn't matter if the industry continues or not, because I understand that's where you're going with. It doesn't really matter, because my solution is to also be out on the street and speaking up on their behalf, right? But I'm not asking you to do that. I'm asking you to do the bare minimum, where you don't force them into these slaughterhouses, where you don't treat them like objects. And in doing so, you're just doing the bare minimum of not treating of
But is
treating
it
them
just
as the individuals that they
slaughterhouses?
are.
Like, how about if I go out to the ocean?
No, it's
I fish?
improperly called. Don't exploit and kill them.
Okay.
Right? It is that, because I'm not saying injustice doesn't happen in the world. It's just that you don't participate in the injustice, even if it happens. Like, let's put it this way: if injustice was more prevalent, take any injustice that you have in the world. Let's say women didn't have rights 100 years ago, right?
Yeah.
This was clearly an injustice. If this was prevalent, if this starts being prevalent all over again now, do you think that you should be treated like an object? Do you think like women should not have rights? Do you think that you should not have rights? You should be stripped away from your rights because other women are stripped away of their rights, or most women are stripped away of their rights?
Well, no women and no people should be stripped of their rights.
Yeah, but why is it that you think that no people should be stripped away of their rights, but animals should? Because what exactly is that difference that means, well, you shouldn't be stripped away of your rights, but you should because you don't have X. What is that X that makes it okay to strip away their rights?
Space and population. Space and population. So if we stopped slaughtering cows, what was going to happen to the cow population in the world?
We bring into existence cows to kill them as babies for an optional product.
So then if we stop doing that, what happens?
They will no longer be brought into existence to be exploited and killed.
Does that mean that they phase out like dinosaurs?
No, it means that they will no longer be brought into existence by us. It doesn't mean that they themselves, the animals that remain on this planet, cannot reproduce on their own and have babies without us needing to exploit and kill them. And if you have a problem with that,
My next bit is, so now we are living in a society where adults are having less children. Is that right or wrong?
It's
What's
their
going to happen
choices.
to
There's no right and
exactly?
wrong.
It's our choice to decide whether or not we're going to expand humanity or not. So if we stop killing cows, are they going to choose to stop expanding and growing and developing, or are they going to continue to have offspring? Are they going to continue to go into?
I don't know. Who cares?
Are we going to stop? Are we now next step is, are we going to stop lions from hunting? Are we going to stop foxes from hunting?
Do they have a choice?
Do they? Do foxes have a choice?
I
do
asked
humans
you,
have a choice?
You have a choice.
Do we though?
Yeah.
Are
You can
we able
choose
to
you
feed-
can choose
are
to
we
buy
able
a
to-
plant-based
are we able
product
to-
and not oppress animals.
So now we're going to talk about going to a plant-based product, a soybean product, which has been proven that is not exactly the most healthy product that we should be consuming.
Why is
on
it
a
wrong
regular
about it? I'm a certified nutritionist. Please explain to me why soy is bad.
Mass amounts of soy in the body are going to start causing for hormone imbalancement.
Do you know that we have studies published by Animal Agriculture
And
that
there are
actually
and
say
there are
against the
studies
contrary?
that say that
Show me.
cows do not
Show
have
me.
are not
pull up your
all
phone.
cows are suffering in their farms and their farm environment.
All cows on all farms are treated like objects. There's no study showing that cows are not treated like objects on farms. Because if you replace the cow with a human, all of a sudden farming seems inhumane. So how could it ever be humane if it's a different animal?
So
it's not.
it's humane for a lion to kill
It's
a
not.
deer?
But they do it out of necessity. You don't do it out of necessity.
We do it out of necessity.
No, you do it because you want to. If it came out of necessity, you could choose to buy plant-based products and not kill an animal.
I
But yet
choose
you
not
make
to
this
eat
choice to
plant-based
kill an
products on a
animal.
regular basis. That's my choice.
So
as a
why do you
human.
choose to exploit and kill animals?
Because I choose to not eat a complete.
so it's not out of
plant-based
necessity,
product.
exactly.
It is out of necessity.
No, you
because
choose. You just said
I
choose.
can't survive off potatoes. Can you?
Did I say about potatoes?
Well, I did.
Well,
So
that
these
would
are
be
options.
strawmanning the argument because
Well, I believe
I'm not
that the only
asking
one
you
who's
to survive
strawmanning an
on
argument here is you.
No, so I'm not. Do you know what a strawman is?
Of course I know.
What is a strawman?
It is someone who is putting all of the facts to a level against another person. And
No, it's not. That's not. Straw manning means misrepresenting an argument, and you're misrepresenting my argument because I never asked you to eat only potatoes. I asked you to have a plant-based diet, which is suitable for all ages and stages of life, according to the largest organizations of nutritionists and dietitians on the planet. But you probably don't trust science, right?
So humans should stop doing what we've been doing for a couple of millennia.
Yeah, just like we did with women's rights. We should stop taking away rights from individuals, even if we've been doing it for thousands of years.
Women's rights have only been a problem in the last couple of hundred years. They have not been an international problem up until the last couple of hundred
Yeah,
years.
but it's the fact that women did not have rights, or women still don't have rights in certain parts of the world, is still an injustice, regardless whether it is normal or regardless if they did it for thousands of years or not. The duration of an action does not make it better or not if you do it for longer or less long.
You're right. And as long as we as a species will survive, we are going to eat what we want, how we want to. And there's nothing that you, your followers, or anybody
that means
else.
Absolutely nothing. It's another is-ought fallacy. Because what I'm asking you is, I'm asking you what is moral to do. Of course, I could choose to eat anybody who I have power over. If I all of the sudden choose to be, let's say for instance, I become a billionaire and I start investing in a huge army or anything, and I just become so powerful that no government, nobody can stop me, and I choose to eat humans. Doesn't really matter. Nobody can stop me. That doesn't mean that what I'm doing is right or wrong. Having power does not mean what you're doing is right. That you understand that might does not make right.
Okay, so who creates the moral compass as what's right and wrong?
Well, according to your own values, does might make right?
Well, no. My question is, who creates
it's
the moral
subjective.
value? It's subjective, right?
Yeah. So does might make right according to your values? Does might make right? That means that somebody who has power over somebody else should have the right to do whatever they want to them.
I wish that wasn't the case, but it is the case.
So that's what you consider moral. If somebody has power, you think that with power, it means you have the right to do whatever you want to somebody else.
And with power, that is what's proven.
But is that moral to you? That's what I'm asking.
Again, who decides what is and what isn't moral?
According to your own values, is that moral? It's not that difficult of a question. Why are you dodging it?
There is no morality. The morality is a human construct. That's the difference.
It's a human construct, but you still pass judgment on something being right or wrong. So would you pass it as right or wrong?
We are just as much an animal as a lion. We're just as much of an animal as a lion. The difference is that we can write down our thoughts and ideas, and we can create judgment.
And we have morality.
We can create judgment based on the
and we have
sense
options.
of morality. You say so.
So then if we're just as much as a lion, then what Jeffrey Dahmer did was not wrong, right?
I mean, we now support assisted suicide.
Was it wrong what Jeffrey Dahmer did?
Of course it's wrong.
Why?
Why?
Because he's just as much as a lion.
I've never heard a lion cub come to me and say, "I wish you didn't kill my family."
Oh, did you hear any of Jeffrey Dahmer's victims come to you and say, "I wish you didn't kill me"?
Their families did. Their families came forward.
Did any of Jeffrey Dahmer's family come to you and say, "I wish you didn't kill my family"?
I never killed the family, so I wouldn't know.
No, I wish Jeffrey Dahmer didn't kill my family.
Of course they came out and said that
they came up to you specifically.
I mean, did they come up to you and tell you that?
No, but because you see what you're doing is you're strawmanning the argument yet again. Because what you're doing is essentially you're saying, well, because these individuals can speak and can tell me that what they want and what they don't want. But I think you can use your simple judgment to understand that no animal wants to be exploited and killed, right?
I mean, nobody wants to be exploited and killed.
Okay, so if nobody wants to be exploited and killed, then why would you assume that any animal who you pay wants to be exploited and killed?
I mean, like I said, if they want to write it down and tell me that they don't want that, then I'll totally agree.
But you see, you're coming back to the same nonsense.
I agree.
You're coming back to the same saying, only if they can tell me it's wrong.
If power is the top of the food chain, then let's put this to our governments to make those choices. And we will vote whether or not.
Anything but to renounce your responsibility in the matter. Government should force me to stop oppressing animals. If I want to oppress animals, I should be allowed to until the government stops me.
And the government has stopped the killing of dolphins in India. So
which you should have a problem with, right? Because
exactly.
you should have a problem. You should say, I have power over dolphins. How dare they tell me not to kill dolphins if I want to kill dolphins?
And you know what? Some people do feel that way.
You feel that way.
I don't feel that way.
So then you're just being logically inconsistent.
Sure, that's a human flaw. Is that we're logically inconsistent.
Well, it's a human flaw that you're logically inconsistent. But when you're using it continuously to justify oppression, it's no longer a human flaw. It's an act of malicious
necessity.
intent. It's a malicious intent act, right?
You say
because you're
malicious intent,
intentionally.
I say act of necessity.
Well, we have empirical evidence that you don't need animal products to be healthy. So, where's the necessity coming from?
The necessity is that I don't is falls to a want. Like I said,
so it's not the necessity;
as
it's a
humans,
want.
we are morally flawed on a
Okay.
regular basis. So what do you want?
So you're piggybacking all over your
Yeah,
arguments.
you're
First you
right.
said it's a necessity. Now you say it's no longer a necessity; it's a want.
Well, I mean,
so do you think, according to your own moral values, if I want to exploit and kill somebody who has less power, simply because I have power over them, then I should be allowed to, right? If the government allows me to do it, then I should be allowed to, correct?
I think
or what I'm
that-
doing is right.
I think that there are mitigating circumstances that we can't speak to on that. Just like there is when it comes to farming and slaughtering of animals.
You're just dodging every single question and bringing in some nonsense.
No, you're
and
asking
all
me
I'm
to make
trying
a,
to
you're
ask
asking
you
me,
is
you're asking me to make
a
a moral choice, and my moral choice is I'm going to be a flawed human. That's my moral choice.
So your moral choice is to do the thing that you consider wrong simply because you get pleasure from it.
No, I am doing what you consider is wrong.
No,
Not
you
what-
said it's wrong to use your power over somebody else simply because you can, correct?
Yes, and I'm choosing to eat meat.
Yeah,
not
which is
kill
using
human-
your
and
power
not
over
killing
somebody
humans,
else simply
and
because
not killing
you can.
humans.
It's
I'm
not
choosing.
somebody, it's an animal.
Okay, let's go down this path. Is
don't
an
wanna go
animal
down
a
this path.
somebody?
We're just-
Is
we're
an animal
not-
an object?
We've already discussed this.
They're not. They're somebody. They're an individual. Behind those eyes, there is somebody who has emotions, feelings, and an experience
There's
of
an
the
animal
world.
that has emotion and feelings.
You're an animal too. We're all animals. What the hell are we
The
talking
difference
about?
is that we've written down our moral code. They can't, and that's a real
There's
challenge.
human beings who
That's a
also
real
don't have
challenge.
moral code. You know that,
You're
right?
right. Of course, but
would
we
it be
as a
okay to
society-
exploit and kill them?
We have a society that we're based on, and
So
that's
you
the life that we
essentially
live.
just do exactly what you're told to do. That's what you're
I
saying.
do what
if
I can.
society tells you to kill, if society all of a sudden said that it's okay to kill and eat women, you would be okay with killing and eating women.
We literally just had this conversation about what would happen if the world turned back to pre-World War II times.
It seems like you would be okay with it.
Well, and this is what we were just talking about, as how we would react. And we both came to a stalemate because we both realized that we don't know what side is on the right and the wrong. So we would probably be our error on the side of our judgment. We would probably make the mistakes.
You would
that-
have to
that the
use
past-
values.
We would make the same mistakes as the people in the past. And
Well,
if
no.
that's the decision we're choosing today, then that's
I'm
the decision.
choosing to stand up against
And you
slavery.
know what?
I would have chosen to stand up against slavery every single moment. I'm a person who cares about justice.
Mm-hmm.
I personally cannot sleep at night knowing that I'm causing an injustice.
Yep.
Okay, so I will continuously fight for the rest of my life for justice. If you're a person who doesn't give a shit about justice, but if you're that person who doesn't give a shit about justice, then you also shouldn't complain when somebody's being unjust towards you. It's as simple as that, because otherwise you're just a hypocrite, and nobody likes hypocrites.
I personally, you are actually talking to somebody who does not think that does not feel that the injustices against me are wrong. I recognize that society is the way that it is, and I have two choices. I can suffer in silence, or I can fight the system. Fighting the system does provide a lot of things and a lot of moral support and a lot of important changes that do come from it. And we have to make a decision as to whether or not we're going to try to change the world or be happy in the world. And
just making all these empty statements, because at the end of the day, when you're actually faced with the choice, you don't make them. That's called being a sophist. It's essentially just trying to say the right thing, but I'm not actually doing it when you're faced with it. Because see, right now, I'm actually facing you with a choice between doing the right thing or the wrong thing.
Yep.
You wouldn't get absolutely any issue with it, because it's not like the difference in the plant-based dishes that you can find nowadays versus the animal-based dishes, the taste difference or the nutritional difference or anything is that much bigger that you can justify the exploitation and killing a whole life to be taken away for such a small difference that is 10 minutes of pleasure for
know
you.
what? You're absolutely right. I wanted you to know that you are right.
So then why not change, man? Why choose to be this person who just says the right thing but doesn't actually do it when faced with it?
Because it's my choice.
Yeah, but
But
then
I want
but then
to.
but then you can't
that's
say
our
those
hu-
things
that's our-
also,
that's our
because that
human
just makes you a hypocrite.
That's our human. That's our human right. It doesn't make a hypocrite out of us.
At all. It's
It
my
means
choice.
it means
Yeah,
that
it's a
you are
hypocrite.
willing
Because
to.
if I say I respect women, then I go around smacking women's asses,
They're
I'm a
not the
fucking
same factors.
hypocrite.
They're not the same factors.
You
The-
say
the-
do you think you respect
They're not
animals?
the same factors.
Do
They're
you
not the same
respect
factors.
animals?
They are only adverse pinpoints that
Do
you
you
want to
respect
focus on.
animals?
I do.
I do.
There you go. So you say you do, but you pay for them to be exploited and killed. How is that respectful for an optional product?
I grew up in a fishing game.
I'm not asking you for the justifications on why you do it. Why do you continue doing it? I'm not asking you why did you do it so far. I'm asking you why do you from now on choose to continue doing it? And not that this isn't about the justification.
Because
but if you continue doing it, you realize you're going to be.
It's a choice I'm going to make.
Yeah, which is a hypocritical choice. This choice makes you a hypocrite.
I am a hypocrite.
If you think we're hypocrites, then we're hypocrites.
Yeah.
But
It's not that I think it's factually
At the same
true.
time,
You
at the
say you
same
respect
time-
animals and you pay for them to be exploited and killed. That is factually a hypocritical stance.
And
Your
that's
view
what we
is
just
that
said.
they should be respected, yet you pay for them to be disrespected. That is
I'm happy to be a
It's
hypocrite in this
classic
circumstance.
hypocrite.
I'm happy to be a hypocrite in this sense,
Okay.
but I'm also
But
happy.
what's the difference between
but I'm
any
also
other
happy
races?
that you are not. I actually support what you're doing and want you to continue your fight.
What's the difference? I don't
I'm
care
just
about
not
that.
the person.
I
I'm
don't
just,
care
no, no,
about
no.
that.
I'm not the person.
I don't care about compliments towards
No, no,
me,
no,
man,
no.
because it's not about me. It's about the animals over here.
No, no. What I'm doing is I'm ending the conversation in a very amicable manner.
I know you're
supporting
trying to do that, but
supporting you.
But don't support
I'm not
me,
going to
support
change.
the animals. This isn't
The
about
truth is I'm not
supporting
gonna
me.
change.
But it's not about me. Do you understand that, right?
I-
you
no, no.
trying to support me
Your
is
fight
you
is
doing
important.
exactly another thing.
Yep. Your fight is important. We are not going to change. I
tried.
I appreciate you.
you asked for us to talk to you, and that's how you're.
I hold the sign. Hey Marcos, thank you so much.
Hello.
Hey, you wanna have a conversation with me?
Yes.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Oh yes. We're live.
You wanna come here? Is that your interview? Yes. How old are you?
17.
17?
I'm 17.
Okay, that's fine. I'm Chip.
Yes.
What are your names?
My name is Dominio.
Dominio?
Louis. Louis.
Louis. So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the animals. Do you guys think animals should have rights?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, of course. Do you think they should have the right to decide for their own body, like body autonomy?
Animals?
What do you mean? Like say, if I ask you whose body is an animal's body, is it your body or is it their body?
It's their body.
Okay, but if you feed them and give them shelter, is it still their body or is it your body?
It's their body, but we like our mother gives on of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We care on them.
Yeah, we care for them, right?
So we want to treat them.
Yeah. So would it be wrong then for me to bring into existence dogs,
Yes.
take care of them for a year, and then kill them?
Yes, it will be wrong. Why?
He says no.
Yes, I thought.
Yes, it would be wrong.
Otherwise.
It would be wrong, right?
Yes, it's wrong.
So shouldn't it be wrong also if we do it to cows?
If you see it in that way, yes, but we have systems like
It's
a
like-
cow.
it's all a
Cow
system,
is
so-
So funny, man. I just like
Yeah.
I put dogs and everybody's like it's wrong.
No, a
you switch
cow-
it to cows and we already start justifying it.
because yes, we eat them.
But you don't need to eat them, do you?
No, indeed, but that's how
just,
God
yeah.
made humanity. It's a system of life.
I don't think God made humanity that way.
In the prehistoric, we were also eaten, so it's just we became the stronger one. But we
that's
were,
not the
normalized
question.
because.
But is it right or is it wrong? Let's
It's
put it
wrong.
this
It's
way.
wrong.
It's wrong.
That's wrong.
Morally.
Okay. Okay, so if we know that it's wrong, do we know that we have options also?
Yes, indeed, because
Yeah.
some
Have
people are
options,
veganist.
Yeah.
Veganist.
So if we
Yeah.
have options, what makes you guys choose the option that you say it's wrong?
Because honestly, our childhood was not bringing in that mindset.
Yeah. But
And
what do you?
just
Sorry.
raised like that,
Let me be
so-
clear. I understand that, but maybe going forward, what do you want to choose going forward? Do you still want to choose to be unfair towards animals?
No, I want to bring a change in the world, but we look at animals, but we don't look at trees and something like that, because I think that's more important than everything.
Looking at trees is more important than looking at animals.
Not exactly, but the world is ending, and because we are chopping off the tree, and that's our.
Why are we chopping off the tree?
Because humanity wants wood for something like that.
Largest deforestation is caused by animal agriculture.
Oh, what?
Largest deforestation is caused by animal agriculture.
Oh. Hij zegt dus, de grootste forest weg is door doden van dieren. Yes, indeed, you're right.
Yeah. So largest deforestation, largest eutrophication. So most species are lost because of animal agriculture. Most water is used because of animal agriculture. It takes between 3 to 8 times more land to produce 1 gram of animal protein versus 1 gram of plant protein. So, and all that happens because we a lot of the times don't realize or we forget that these animals have to be fed.
Yes.
So we have to grow plants, a lot of plants to feed them. Then we kill them and we eat the plants. We eat them.
Yes.
But if we ate the plants directly, we would get a lot more from a lot less
Nutrition
land.
also.
Yeah.
Yes, you're
So
right.
on top of not respecting their rights, on top of exploiting and killing innocent animals, we're also doing bad for the environment.
No, I think you're right.
It's right, but
I can't
it's
say anything
just
back.
economic,
Yeah,
it's
so it
just
makes
the
sense.
world.
But where do you guys want to land on this one? Because that's the question.
Yes, if I heard this, I want to change myself, but
Of course, but I love my
Yeah.
steak, so
Yeah,
it's,
I get that.
Yeah,
But do you think you
it's
can?
both ways.
But do you think you can get like a plant-based steak or something that's
yes,
similar
but
enough?
also vegetables. You can the way you cook them. It's also can taste like meat.
Yeah, exactly. It can make it taste.
No,
like
I know that because I also eat very much vegetables alone, but meat is just there's nowhere going to be something like meat, like proteins in it.
Oh, yeah, of course. I have more protein than most people, actually. It's easy to get protein on a plant-based diet.
Oh.
Yeah. Soy chunks, for example, is just an example of it. Soy chunks, which are cheaper than most of the things. You don't really find them in supermarkets, at least not here, but you can order them online. And they're like 50% protein, which is better than any meat out there.
But also expensive.
Cheaper than anything.
Oh.
And here in the Netherlands, all the plant-based meats and tofu and all of these
Yes.
are actually cheaper. Can you come on?
Oh yes.
Yeah. They're actually cheaper than the animal-based ones. So.
Oh. And from where are you?
Originally Romania, but I live here.
Okay. What's your TikTok follow?
I'll give you my card. But what do you guys want to do with this? Where do you want to land on this one? Do you guys want to be the people who pay for animals to be killed, or do you want to be the people who stand up to it and also do good for the animals, for the climate, and just be fair people?
I think we all need to do our thing, but we also just are people, and it's like the.
Let me ask you this, for example.
Yeah.
Would you eat dog meat?
No.
You started with dogs. No.
No,
What if it tasted twice as good and gave you 3 times more protein?
But maybe if I was raised in China, I would eat it.
But this is
But
this
yeah,
is
I
exactly
don't know.
and this argument, this
It's
whole
like-
point. I understand what you're saying, but this exactly proves the point. The reason why you eat the animals that you eat is because somebody taught you to
Yeah,
eat them.
Of course.
But that does not make it right? Like imagine the
Yes.
people who were born during slavery times. They were born and they were taught to say it's okay to have slaves, but that didn't mean that it was okay.
That's our study on school,
Yeah.
human psychology.
Yeah.
And we know that it's because of our environment,
Yeah.
of our nurture side.
Yeah.
But if we're born, because in my land we eat meat.
Yeah.
I am from Suriname, in South America.
Everywhere they eat meat, man.
But
Yeah.
we're also eating very much vegetables.
Yeah.
So there has to be a, how do you say it?
Balance.
Balance.
No,
so,
so listen, let me explain it to
No,
you.
if you-
On your side, there has to be a balance.
No, but
on
everything
the
is
animal
balanced.
side, there's no balance there. They get brought into existence to be treated like an object
No,
and
but
then
we're
killed.
also killed, right? In war?
Nobody's killing you. What do you mean? Who's
no,
killing you?
in war, there are people killed in this world.
There's
right
no
now.
war right now that
No,
you're part of,
not,
man.
Not me, but in the world, right?
Yeah, but what's happening in the war is also not fair. So let me
I
ask you
know.
this: would you choose to support the war, or would you choose not to support it?
Not to support, but,
So then-
but there have to be people that support a war.
No, there don't have to
balance.
be. There don't has. A war doesn't have to be happening in
If
the
we
world.
only know good, how do we know what is bad?
So let's imagine this way. So in your own world, if all of a sudden there is world peace, nobody's fighting against each other, you would mandate that people start killing each other so that people know what killing each other is like a war?
That doesn't exist. That never has existed. In each century...
But you can imagine this. So I'm asking you, do you think that in a world where nobody kills each other, people should start killing each other so that they know what killing each other is like?
No.
No,
But
because we can imagine what it is like. We can use our cognition. We can use our intellect to know that it's wrong to kill each other, because you wouldn't want to be killed. You wouldn't want to be killed, and an animal doesn't want to be killed. It's as simple as that. If you don't want to be killed, why would I choose to kill you?
Yes. Okay, yeah, I don't know what to say anymore.
It's about the animals. It's not about the food. I know from our side it can look like well balanced because I want to eat a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
No, not well balanced on that, but well balanced because if we were living 100 years, every man on earth, knowing no one dies from sickness.
But
from
I'm not
war.
asking for people to not
and
die.
Also animals.
But you're misrepresenting the argument because I'm not asking for people to not die.
Yes.
I'm asking for people to not get killed. That's the difference. People will always die, but that doesn't mean people should be
And
killed.
animals also, right?
Animals will also die, but that also doesn't mean animals should be killed. It's the same thing.
They like kill each other, right?
Yes.
Let them
What's
kill
wrong?
each other if they want to. You let the people who in wars kill each other. That doesn't mean you
No,
are
but
going
why
to go
can't-
there and kill more people.
If animals kill each other, that's the same as if we kill them, right? Because we're also organisms.
It's not. Because
Why?
we have choices. And we know better.
Animals also, right?
No.
You just said that they also have choices.
They don't have choices. What do you mean? Do you think a lion has a choice? They're an obligate carnivore. You don't
Yes,
have, but you
we
have.
also.
Where?
Our teeth are made for
they're
to
not.
eat them. This teeth?
Show me what out of those teeth you can bite out of. Come on, man. You can't bite out of any raw meat in that. If you see, let me show you. If you see this, are you gonna feel hungry? Look at this. Does this make you feel hungry?
No.
Yeah. Well, a lion it
them.
makes them feel
Show them.
hungry. Are you okay? Yeah. This is the life, sadly, of animals. You know, we can't. Like you don't. The reason why like you can eat both. I understand at some point in our time we needed to consume animal products, but we don't today. We have science behind it. It's not even my opinion.
Science, but that's not from nature.
Who cares? Do you think that bike is from nature? Do you think this what we're walking on
No,
is nature?
and because of this all, the earth is dying.
Not because of this. No, the earth is dying because we're using up the resources. It doesn't. So would you be in favor of dismantling old cities and living in trees?
Of course not.
No.
But
because it's why that would be
No,
natural.
No, because now we're normal. This is normal for us.
Who cares what's normal, man? We're not asking. We all know normality. I'm asking what should be the normal. Do you think? Because normality, 100 years ago, it was normal for women to not have rights. 200 years ago, it was normal for people of your skin complexion to be enslaved.
Yeah.
Like it was just insane. We lived insane times. 300 years ago, it was normal to stone women for being intelligent.
Yes.
Like normality has gone through a lot of weird stuff. But the only way that this normality improved is when we questioned it and said, is this really what is right?
Yes.
So that's what I'm asking you right now, to question it. And it is going to change, so you just gotta ask yourself.
It's a philosophical. how do
Yeah,
you
it's a
say?
philosophical
Yes.
thing, yeah.
We study the philosophical, human and the art.
Yeah.
And we know that some things are wrong, but there need to be bad things in the world. There
don't need to be.
No, that's if you.
But you don't
look
need to support
no,
them.
If you look at it at believings, every side has a bad side because that's how we know it's a good
Because
side.
bad things will always happen. It doesn't mean you have to cause them.
No, not us, but there will be some people in the world.
Doesn't mean that you have to cause them. There might be people in the world who rape women. Doesn't mean you have to do it.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No, but I mean like
So
the
there's-
Indians, they believe in that's a cow is holy, and that's the side of the good side, and that doesn't eat cows. But then you have beliefings that say eat cow.
But
you
this
know?
isn't about beliefs because if you like, let me ask you this: when it comes to morality, you need to apply logic to it. So if logically you say a dog is wrong to exploit and kill a dog for an optional
So you
product,
say it's morality is logical?
yes, morality has to be logically consistent. Otherwise,
So
you can justify.
morality. Science can determine morality.
No, it cannot.
Because science is logical.
So morality starts with axioms that you decide on,
Yes.
and then you have to apply those axioms independent of every subject.
Say something also.
I understand. Maybe you don't understand all this, but essentially, what I'm asking you, if it's wrong to kill and eat a dog, why is it right to kill and eat a cow? What's
Yes.
the difference between a dog and a cow that makes this difference?
a dog can stay in my house, but a cow can.
It's only we decided.
Yeah,
It's all it is. Because a pig can be in your house also, right?
They're not. That is not their nature.
Neither is for a dog. What do you mean? A dog comes from a wolf. Nobody's animal's nature is to be in a house.
No, but you know what domesticating is, right?
Just like
Yeah.
just
Dogs
humanity.
and
It's
that's all.
we claim
that animals
things
are
and we-
domestic now.
So what do you mean? Then pigs are kept indoors nowadays. So that means that they're
Yes,
meant to be
some
in
pigs
house.
are domestic, but cows, no cow is domestic.
But that doesn't matter because you're focusing on the wrong thing. I'm not asking you what the purpose of these animals we gave it to them. I'm asking you what's the difference between these animals that justifies killing one but not the other.
I think we can hear and see the dogs' their behavior, but we can't see the cows.
Still, this is still from our perspective. What's the difference from their perspective?
We can't see that,
What's the difference from their perspective?
but we can't see that, right?
You can think about it. What's the difference between being a dog and being a cow when it comes to somebody cutting your throat? And why would one be right or the other be wrong?
I don't know.
there isn't.
no
there
difference.
isn't.
There
Yeah.
isn't. No. Yes,
No.
there isn't.
There
Yeah,
isn't.
so then you can either
Yeah.
say dogs should be exploited and killed, or cows
No.
shouldn't.
No, both shouldn't exploit and be killed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I think because of many years ago, we needed to do it, and then it became a normality, and
Well,
that's why we do it now.
the reason
And
why
it's
we
hard
do
to
it now is-
change again because we are normal to it.
It's
and
hard to
how
change
do you,
society.
Are you going to? Hoe zeg je overtuigen? Hoe zeg je overtuigen in het Engels? Overtuigen in het Engels. How are you going to convince the whole world of this? You can convince us. You can, but how can you convince the whole world?
I don't know. Why does that matter?
Yeah, but no, it's something that
This is like saying the whole world is never going to respect women, the whole world, which isn't, right? The whole world there will always be a place where women are treated not nicely.
Yes.
Does that mean that you shouldn't?
No, that's that.
So it doesn't matter if the whole world does it or not. That's the whole point. It doesn't matter how am I going to convince the whole world. All that matters is what kind of person you want to be. Do you want to be a person who chooses to pay for animals or not?
No.
I'll give you guys some cards, okay? Because I don't want to pester you too much. You have my social media there, but can you just promise me one thing? Can you just promise me to watch Dominion?
The video?
Yeah, it appears when you scan this QR code on top.
It's good.
And until you watch
We'll watch
it, let's just do one small thing. Until you watch it, don't consume any animal products. You think you can do that?
Okay.
We're eating in a hotel now, but okay, we'll try. We're
Thank
going
you.
to watch the video now.
Okay, I appreciate you.
No problem.
Cheers,
Thank
guys.
you.
Have a good
Good day.
one. Yeah, I think I'm done, everyone. That conversation with the Canadians kind of drew out a lot of my energy. Man, I keep trying to explain to people, like I keep trying to have, like it's so insane to me how much people talk about how about their perspective towards animals. It's so much how people feel about towards animals. It's never about thinking from their perspective. It's never about considering their perspective. It's never about considering their situation. It's 100% always about what they want and what they want to, how they want to feel. Like it's all that's all it is. It's always about, well, I feel like it's okay for these animals. I feel like it's not okay. Well, somebody taught you to feel that way. Somebody put you in that situation. Somebody taught you that it's okay to do this to the animals, but not okay to do that to these animals. Why on earth would you just take it for granted? You've had better conversations that we had on Discord, guaranteed. You were better off there, says Tone. Thank you, Tone. Just like it's so insane to me. Like for a moment now, while I was speaking to these two kids now, I was just all of a sudden I thought a little bit like outside of myself, and I'm thinking, because every time when I'm home and I'm thinking about arguments about this, right, and how should the arguments be better or something, I always end up in the same position. Like, how can people not get it? if you have the option between being cruel and one not being cruel, why would you ever choose to be cruel? It's as simple as that. How can people not get it? And then I come here and I have these conversations, and for a moment now I just remembered that moment, and I was thinking, how can people choose that when I was speaking to these people? And I just realized, like, everybody just comes up with the most ridiculous, nonsensical, dumbass excuses. Everybody just comes up with the same shit on and on and on and on. They just want to think of themselves as free thinkers. I'm different, I'm better. But when push comes to shove, they're the same person. They're the same person copy pasted from another. That's all it is. It's insane to me. Like, how? Do you really want to be this person? Like, listen, do you really want to be this person who you're just copy pasting arguments from one place to another? Do you really not want to think for yourself, at least make choices about the arguments that you use? At least try to, challenge your own arguments, challenge yourself, for crying out loud. The worst thing you will do in life is not use your whole capacity for intellect, for thinking morally, for all of it. Like, it's a moral abomination towards yourself to just accept arguments from somebody without thinking them through yourself. Honest to God, it is a moral abomination towards yourself. You're not respecting yourself when you just take for granted what somebody said. When you just like, oh, I like the taste of meat, therefore it's okay. Fucking try something new. Open your mind a little bit. It will help you out. Your life will be monumentally better when you start thinking a little bit for yourself. Like, I'm trying to appeal to your selfish side. If I can't appeal to your logical, critical thinking side, if I can't appeal to your emotional side, at least I'm trying to appeal to your selfish side, thinking for yourself. For crying out loud. Plants are alive regardless of pain. Yeah, plants are alive. Thank you for proving my point. Plants are alive. That's the argument. That's the hill you want to die on, huh? Plants are alive. That's the hill you want to die on. Which is arguably one of the stupidest arguments ever, to be honest. It is by far, like, okay, so what? We kill more plants when we eat animal products. What the fuck even is the point? What the fuck even is the argument? If your whole point is plants should not be killed, then you should be on a plant-based diet, because you kill less plants. But that's not the point. The point is always saying, well, if I eat animals, I kill animals. If I eat plants, I eat plants. Therefore, it's all equal, because killing a plant is the same as killing an animal, because mowing the lawn is the same as cutting the throats of thousands of rabbits or something. Why is your subjective preference the correct one, says George. I don't know why I liked that, George. I unliked it. Who cares about my subjective preference, George? You haven't been listening, have you, George? I appreciate the donation, but George, I would appreciate it more if you actually listened, not spew nonsense again. I would appreciate it if you actually, for a second, listened. It's not about myself or yourself. It's about the innocent victims. That's all it is. Karen says there is no argument, and they know it. Thank you, Karen. You're right. There is no argument. Tomorrow I'll dress up in a way to show my muscles. Apparently, if I dress up in a loose T-shirt, everybody's like, "Oh, that fucking guy doesn't have any muscles or anything." Please get a new hat. No, brother. Why would I pay for a new hat? This one works just fine. What's wrong with my hat? You just want to find things wrong with me so that you don't have to listen with me? Is that it? Is that you just want to find something wrong with me? See, I knew it! You see, he's got that thing on the neck. You can't listen to people who have a thing on the neck. The fuck is even the point? Not everyone. Chip, only sour babies who drink dairy titty cow milk. Yeah. God gave us dominion over these animals. God, an all-compassionate being, created animals with the capability to feel pain and then told us, cut their fucking throat off, be violent, be oppressive towards them. because that's what a compassionate individual would do. He would make somebody feel pain, and then he would say, inflict pain on them. That's what a compassionate individual says. Because how do they say it? They say that God can create things because of sheer speaking. Let's do a little bit of role play over here, okay? Let this notebook be sentient. This notebook is all of a sudden sentient. Perfect. Now, you, my son, cut their throat off. Yeah. Imagine how fucked up that is. Imagine how fucked up that would be. That to say, I'm gonna give you the capability to feel pain and then tell somebody else to cut your throat off. Like, how fucked up is that? Really? Really? Like, if you believe in a God, at least be logical about it. Don't be just a Bible thumper. Don't just regurgitate stupid arguments. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. You're literally mocking God. No, Southern partisan, I'm mocking your fucking dumbass arguments. You, my friend, Southern partisan, you have been duped, brother, because yet again, use your logical, critical thinking, which was given to you by your God. If you believe that God gave that to you, why don't you listen to what God gave it to you, what you for a fact believe that God gave to you, instead of a fucking book that also says slavery is okay, a book that was used to justify slavery, that was used to justify taking away women's rights, that was used to justify all sorts of oppressive acts. Why? Why don't you just use logical and critical thinking? Oh, that's right, because you'd rather not, because you benefit from using oppressive thinking. Sassy Coops. Sabby Coops, grab yourself something delicious when you're done, Chip. Thank you so much, Sabby Coops. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for the donation. What type of dialect does this person speak with? I don't know. I'm trying to speak English. I don't know what you're trying. He's too triggered to convert anyone. Didn't Jesus eat fish? No. Jesus was actually vegan. And I can prove to you that Jesus was vegan. You just will not like the proof. So, yeah. Let's see. Please read. If there were no cruelty and no large and slaughter industry, okay, that would be pretty nice, wouldn't it? If everything was done on small farms, see, this is where you lost me, because that's not true. In humane, ethical ways, yeah, so if we did this humanely, right? Because let me show you. If this, which you cannot tell from this context where it's being done, obviously it's not done in a slaughterhouse, because, you know, if they were done in a slaughterhouse, they would be hanged upside down, they would have certain procedures. So what you're saying is, this is wrong because it's in a slaughterhouse, but this is right. This is okay. Wow, look at this. Look how nice it is. Right? That's what you're saying, isn't it? Because if it's where it's done this in a humane way, look at this humane, look at how humane it is. It's an ethical, humane way to take somebody's life away from them. Oh, so so let's put it this way. If you farm a human being and ethically you take away their life in a small farm, would I still have a problem with you eating their flesh? I have a problem with everything you do before that. If you end up killing people, I don't think I would have a problem with you eating their flesh. You understand? Like, guys, do you understand that the problem isn't with eating their flesh, right? The problem is with the exploitation and killing of them, right? You understand that, right? I hope you guys can easily get that through your head. It's not about that. Like the problem is with everything before that. The exploitation, the killing, the abuse, the slaughter, all of it. I hope you understand that. I saw that, Karen. You said it broke your heart. I'm sorry, Karen. Sometimes I need to show it for people to see it. As says Chip, please never change. I hope, Stas. I don't know. I hope for the better, I guess. I don't know. Foodie fascist. Do as I say because I'm morally superior. Peter Garrett says foodie fascist. Peter Garrett? Why don't you call the government a foodie fascist, Peter? The government is forbidding you from eating humans. How dare they? It's your God-given right to exploit and kill humans. They are made of meat after all, right? If God didn't want you to kill humans, why would he make them so delicious and out of meat, huh? Renee, thank you so much. Giant flaming pieces of spoiled tofu, those two earlier. Yeah. The guy kept lying and admitted it by stumbling. Probably never had any ties to Sea Shepherd. I also doubt that, as they are usually vegan. Especially eating fish would be so hypocritical. Yeah, Renee, they were just massive hypocrites. Yeah, it's true. God said he put the animals on earth for us to eat, so nice try with the God narrative. Kodior, show me in the Bible where it says God put the animals here for you to eat them. Because as far as I know, the Bible just says that God put them here for you to, have dominion over them, not for you to eat them. Give me 1 second. Ah, shit. He left. Somebody dropped a card or something. They wouldn't be exploited. How are they exploited and abused if they're not abused or exploited in any way? Farming is inherently exploitative. Do you understand that, Daniel Lynch? Farming means you controlling the breeding process, which is unfair, which means it's exploitation. Have you ever been on a small farm owned by people who love animals? Daniel, I've been on small farms that were owned by people who claim they love animals. The minute you farm an animal, you no longer love animals, because farming inherently implies not caring what the animal wants. It means caring up to a limit. Like, let's put it fair, right? They kill them. Daniel Lynch, do they not kill the animals? Do they not control the breeding process of animals? Is it fair to control the breeding process of animals simply because you want to? Is it fair to kill animals simply because you want to? I would say it's not fucking fair. Leave them alone. Just as simple as that. Enjoying property is not love, it's selfish. Exactly. Chip's ability to control his frustration is beyond compare. Thank you. I honestly, I'm at the point Sabby Coops, man, I always say sassy, I don't know. Sabby Coops, I'm at a point right now where I feel like absurdism is at its finest. Like, the sheer ridiculousness of people is insane to me. Like, you start with people, I even stopped asking them how they feel about animals, because everybody answers the same way. Oh, I love animals. Oh, I love them. Oh, I love animals. I have 2 dogs at home. I love animals. What do you mean? I love animals. Love animals. Love animals. Love animals. All of them love animals. The minute you bring them, okay, should we be exploiting and killing them? Now, wait a goddamn minute. Wait a goddamn minute. I said I love them, but, I gotta have some meat. I gotta kill a little bit of one. I gotta cut some throats here and there, right? I gotta do a little bit of this, right? Get ready. Get ready. I gotta do a little bit of this, right? I gotta put a little bit of a throat into it. I mean, do I love this animal right here? I claim I do. I even claim I respect them. Do I actually? Fuck no. You guys want to have a conversation with me? What are you guys doing? Oh. I'm just speaking to the people in the chat. Are you guys vegan?
Not quite, no.
Why not?
I don't see you.
That's what I'm doing. Speaking about it, because whenever I ask somebody, how do you feel about animals? They say they love them. Then they go home and pay for an animal to be killed and slaughtered and chopped into pieces.
Yes.
Does that...
Just speaking about what is out, but it's really not kind of.
Is that not insane? Is that not an insane position to say, I love somebody, but also, I'm going to pay for them to be killed? Because there's no need for it. That's the insane part of it. Yeah. Let me give you guys a card. You have my social media. That's that.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah. Look at your words. Use them for food. If you use them the same... I don't know, man. Some of you, I swear to God. Make America native again. Okay. Some people just drop in and say the randomest shit ever. How are eating eggs bad? Echo Frame, what do you think happens to the female chicks that don't lay eggs? Huh, Echo Frame? What do you think happens to them? Thank you, Chip. You'll forever be my hero, says Karen. I appreciate you, Karen. Thank you. Special pleading fallacy is rife, says Lambretta Barnes. Yeah, that's special pleading. I forgot to use that. Huh? It's special pleading. You're right. We see it all over the way, all over the place. I have free-range chickens. Oh, you own an animal as a property. That must mean you're allowed to do whatever you want to them. Take everything from them, everything, because you own them. They're your property. He has zero control. Chip always gets triggered as soon as others speaks. Others speak, brother. I'm not sure if he made it. He even gets triggered at vegetarians. Look at that. You did not get a single point that I was trying to say. I'm not talking about food. It's so funny. A lot of you still think I talk about food. He said vegans. What do you mean it's not about food? Why does he call himself a vegan then if it's not about food? Because it's about respecting animals. What do you mean? I respect animals, but I eat meat. It's as easy as that. How can you say that? I don't understand it. My simple brain, my simple-minded brain cannot possibly understand this concept. I eat meat, and you're saying respect animals. I cannot make the connection, you understand? I cannot make it. Bro, look sick. That must mean my arguments are wrong. If I look sick, that must mean everything I'm saying is wrong. The sky is blue. Bro, look sick. The sky cannot possibly be blue. The earth is round. Bro, look sick. The earth cannot possibly be round. SFH MSMC, are you married? Nope, I'm not married. That must mean my arguments cannot possibly be right. Taking diet advice from someone who looks sick is stupid. Oh yeah. It's so funny. That's so funny. Taking diet advice from somebody. Oh, we even have a flat earther here. I just saw it, Maxim. The earth isn't round. Oh my god, it's so funny, man. Maxim, the earth is not round. Wow. Yeah, the earth is not round. You're right. You're right. The sun, the way the sun sets is just, it just fades into the atmosphere, hides it. The light. That's what it is. The light can somehow no longer pass, right? Like the sun goes so far away, still within distance where there's light somewhere on this planet. So there still is enough distance. So it goes so far away that the atmosphere hides it, so it becomes dark here. But the light from other planets comes here, right? Yeah, you're right. It makes so much sense. Chip, the flat earthers told me that the sun is not able to reach all of Earth at the same time because the air is too thick. Yeah, Alexandra, that's what they say. They say that the sun doesn't set beyond the horizon. It's an illusion that the sun goes all the way there. And if you use a telescope, you can't see it because light does not pass through the atmosphere, as they say. But somehow, if I put a telescope and I look in that direction, I will be able to see Saturn. I'll be able to see Saturn. But not the sun. I can see something that's light years away from me, but not something that is hundreds of kilometers away. Makes sense, brother. You're right. So funny, Alexandra, the people. It's so funny, yeah, it is. It is. I started going into the flat earthers community on Discord, and it's just so funny. They bring up also like, oh yeah, how are you gonna explain this? And they bring up like a GIF. They bring up like a GIF. Sorry, a GIF. They bring up like a GIF, and they're like, how do you explain this GIF? It's a GIF. What the fuck are you doing? Or they bring up this argument. I was also talking to them, and they are so angry. Yeah, they get really angry when you challenge their beliefs. It's true. It's funny. Do vegans have a soul? Dichi, nobody has a soul, man. Nobody. There's no existence of a soul. How do you measure a soul? It's just you believe it. You look super vegan? Fuck yeah, I succeeded in life. If I look super vegan, that means I've succeeded in life. If you tell me I also look gay, I also have succeeded in life. All of it is a success. Because at the end of the day, all of these things are beautiful. Hell, being vegan is the most beautiful thing you can do. Because it means you respect animal rights. That triggered guy. That's funny, lovely Jubilee. That triggered guy. I mean, I'm not triggered, but you know, that's funny. Chip is 52 now. No, I'm 38, but I appreciate it. I'm sorry, but I'm just sitting a little bit reading some of the comments because it's fine. You have carnivore teeth. Do I? I don't think you know what carnivore teeth look like. You're always triggered. Sure, buddy. That's how I live my life, being triggered from left to right. If you want to believe that about me, go ahead and believe it. Just, you know, stop oppressing animals. You have horse teeth? I have horse teeth. I just have regular teeth. Human teeth. Canine teeth are fur meat. Are for you mean meat, I guess. No, they're not. Give us your best roar. 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 Thoughts on personal hunting and fishing? Well, thoughts on personally killing and exploiting animals? I would say it's the same as paying somebody to do it. Just as bad. Your teeth are grounded down in the front. Too many seeds and raw vegetables are destroying your teeth. Actually, I was at the dentist 2 days ago. My dentist actually complimented me on the quality of my teeth. But, you know, you're probably an expert because you're somebody on the internet who is triggered by everything I say. You don't like what I say, so you're trying to say something about me to prove your point. You're right. I should probably listen to you instead of a professional. You're right. But the reason why I ground my teeth, by the way, because I did grind my teeth, it's true, was because when I started going to the gym, I pushed it so much that I was grounding my teeth. My dentist recommended me that I use a mouth guard, and I've been thinking about that, but it's just kind of weird to wear a mouth guard in the gym. Eating any being, animal or plant, is cannibalism. That's why we thank the gods for all they give and treat all beings equally to our own existence. So Ulf, am I to understand you eat humans? They would be so puzzled about my vegan dentist boyfriend, says Renee. Yeah, Renee, 100%. But your vegan boyfriend dentist is working for you. It's working for big vegan dentistry. You know, we all know there's a big conspiracy industry there of vegan dentists. They're working for vegan dentistry. We know that. Plants breathe and communicate too. So on what model high ground is that? Oh, Maxim, yeah. I mean, my phone communicates too. And breathing. Plants breathe. Plants don't breathe. What are you talking about? They take into CO2 and make oxygen. They don't breathe. But let's say you want to call it breath or whatever. It's about subjective experience of the world. Plants don't have a subjective experience of the world. Plants, phones aren't alive. It's not about being alive, Marx. And bacteria is alive. Do you think we should not take a pill when you have a bacterial infection? You think you shouldn't be taking antibiotics when you have a bacterial infection? Because I think you should. Bacteria is not sentient. There's no individual there. Animals are individuals. But I love it. You see, that's what I meant. This whole brain rot thing, when you bring up animals and the idea that animals are individuals, which we have evidence for, that they have a subjective experience of the world and that they're sentient, everybody will start bringing all the nonsense into the picture. Everything, every single thing, the nonsense that they can bring, they'll bring it in. It's called the vegan effect. I don't know if it actually is, but it's a good name for it, huh? The vegan effect. Tell somebody you're vegan and you see them bring up all the justifications, all the nonsensical justifications. I was looking for a site you said you saw that proved the vegan diet was cheaper than a meat diet. Look into my profile. Look at the last post that I did. I posted the last post that I had. has one of the arguments there, and the PMID, which is an ID to studies, and there's 3 studies showing that it's cheaper to be vegan. My sister wouldn't leave me alone about it this weekend. It was exhausting. Yeah, I actually saw footage of plants breeding. Look it up. Maxim. So funny. Maxim, it doesn't matter. Again, if bacteria breeds, do you think we should not take antibiotics if you need to? Do you think you should not wash your hands because bacteria breeds? Oh, see, Martin posted the last the post. Thank you, Martin. So if you're interested on the studies that show that it's cheaper to be vegan, you can open up the post that Martin just posted. Idiot! It was never a good thing. It is the sin we must deal with. You run from it. What? I don't know what you mean. Chip is anti-farmer. I'm anti-animal farmer because animal farming is wrong. Yes. Do you know most antibiotics are made from animals? That's not true. But thank you. I understand you might believe that. It's also such a weird claim to make. Most of them. So then you can still choose one that's not made of animals. Who cares? What do you have to say about lion killing a gazelle? Is the lion violating animal rights? JC, I already read your question. You can stop spamming it. So what do I have to say about the lion eating a gazelle? So let me explain it this way. A lion is an obligated carnivore. You are not one. You are an omnivorous. A lion doesn't have a choice. You have one. A lion is not a moral agent. You are one. What else do I need to tell you about it? I think that should be enough, shouldn't it? And also, a lion does not bring into existence a gazelle, enslaves the gazelle, sexually exploits the gazelle, does whatever they want to the baby and everything so that they can eat them. Does the lion do that? We are carnivorous too, dipshit. No, we're not. We're omnivorous, brother. And if you don't know that, I feel sorry for you. Karen says they don't know what they're dealing with. Yeah, apparently, Karen, they don't. Been carnivore for 6 years and I eat 2-3 pounds of meat a day. Rick Waldo. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm a nutritionist, brother. Don't be stupid, man. You're being stupid if you're doing that. Far be it from me to judge your nutritional side. If I'm speaking on behalf of my nutritional side, if you want to eat animal products, I believe you can be healthy by eating animal products, but eating only animal products is not healthy, brother. So Rick, don't be stupid, man. I'm here speaking for animal rights, of course, because I think you shouldn't be exploiting animals or killing them, because you don't need to. I would give you 100 super chat if you debated a lion. Lovely jubbly. Do you think I can speak to a lion? What about veggie farms killing millions of animals during their harvest or when they spray? Joe Peranto, you know that most farms we grow, and that happens mostly in monocropping, and most monocrop farms we grow are to feed the animals, right? All this whataboutism, all of this, it's nonsense. Just stop it with the what about this? It's simple. You're faced with a choice in front of you. One exploits animal, one doesn't. Why choose the one that exploits animals? It's pretty simple. You're wasting precious moments of your life talking about something so stupid, says Vincenzo Plescia. Yeah, Vincenzo, I'm pretty sure you find it stupid when people fight for human rights also, because you're not affected by it. I'm pretty sure that you would find somebody fighting for somebody else's right who's not yourself as stupid. But you know, I think everybody's rights is important to them. But if you find it stupid because they're not your rights on the line, that must mean it's okay. You're right. I used to come here to troll, but I've learned a lot. Thank you. Okay, well, I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, says MI. Okay, everybody, I think that's it. I think I'm going to go home. It also feels a little bit, there's a slight rain in the atmosphere or something. But yeah, my authority is Jesus. not someone who needs affirmation by way of doing some subjective, made-up good. Your authority is Jesus. A person who may or may have not existed. We have no evidence that everything of the magic that they say they do. But that's my authority. I trust an imaginary individual or somebody. I'm going more into this Trump thing. I don't know what's going on over there. But just stop it, man. Jesus was vegan anyway. Jesus was vegan. Stop with this nonsense. Because you know what? The most compassionate individual has to be vegan. Because the most compassionate individual will not exploit and kill an innocent animal. That's the most compassionate option. So if Jesus was the most compassionate, then surely Jesus was vegan. If Jesus were not vegan, then Jesus was not the most compassionate. So either was Jesus not the most compassionate, or Jesus was not vegan. It's a simple, or Jesus was vegan. So choose it. Because I would say that if you believe in Jesus being God or the most compassionate person, then Jesus was certainly vegan. It's as simple as that. Simple logic, everybody. This is what I love. We love simple logic over here. Jesus ate fish in the Bible. He wasn't vegan. Jesus is real. A real pain in my butt. Just kidding. That's so funny. It's so simple to be honest with yourself. Yeah, it is. That's the reality. So are we allowed to eat animals that eat that? Oh my God. I'm sorry, everybody. It's just mesmerizing because there's so many comments. I hope everybody, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. This is kind of what we do, you know. From time to time, we're going to have all of this kind of stuff, you know. We're gonna we gotta poke a little bit of fun of this nonsense, everybody. It's fucking depressing out there. It's fucking depressing to see these nonsensical assholes come over here and just say, well, Jesus said it's okay to kill animals. Jesus said it's okay for me to be violent. Yeah, a compassionate God said violence is okay. A compassionate God created animals for me to be violent towards them. Yeah, you gotta poke at least a little bit fun of this nonsensical argumentation, right? So I'm sorry, everybody. I'm gonna keep doing that because that's the only way to keep your sanity, is to make fun of this nonsensical stuff. I love unhinged. Yeah, exactly. It's the only way to survive. I'm telling you, it's the only way to survive is to poke fun of the absolute absurdity that is life. Are eggs okay? Rick Waldo, come back. I already explained it. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I don't remember who was the first. Fuck, damn it. I don't remember who was the first person to comment on these last streams. It was a bit chaotic with the last streams, everybody. But I still will want to give a shout out to the people who always come, you know, as the first ones. And that is Tracolom, Tone, Martin. You know, I appreciate you guys. You always try to be the first. Sabby Coops also tries. Vegan Anthem. I love everybody. I love all you guys. Of course, it was Dracula, says says Vegan Stoner Lady. Thank you, Anna. Did Jesus encourage mocking and bullying like you do? Brother, did I? Oh, besides the point. This is the point? Right here. This is the point? This is you. Point, you. They don't intersect. Oh no, what's going on? The points don't intersect. Oh no. Because you're parallel to the point. Triggered vegan guy. I love liquid chicken. Far be it from me. Just, if you love animals, don't exploit or slaughter them, okay? Making fun of the person you're trying to convince doesn't help. As I said, it's the only way to go forward. What the fuck do vegans do about aliens? What do you mean? What do vegans do about aliens? Not even love them, but want to give them basic respect, says Renee. That's a very good point, Renee. Now, I don't even know if you have to give, even if you don't give animals respect, if you're a person who thinks you want justice being done to you, if you want people to be fair towards you, then you should be fair towards others also. So I would say you should treat others how you want to be treated. And if you yourself wouldn't want to be exploited and killed, then don't pay for somebody to be exploited and killed, okay? Just because you're in a position where that could never happen to you because, or from their side, does not mean, right? Like, don't treat others how you wouldn't want to be treated does not have an asterisk saying, unless that could never happen to you. It's always, don't treat others how you wouldn't want to be treated. There's no asterisk there. So don't treat others how you wouldn't want to be treated. If you don't want to be exploited, don't exploit others. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate also all of you guys' nonsensical stuff. You give me a lot of things to make fun of. Thank you for coming in here, bringing in the ridiculous arguments, and I can make fun of them. Please come in here more often so that I can make fun of your arguments more, okay? I appreciate all of that, okay? I appreciate all those funny arguments that I can make fun of. Thank you so much, everybody. Have an awesome day.